this time to, as it is our last home game of the regular season, we're going to introduce you and recognize our graduating players this year. So, here comes the order that I've been given. First off, we would like to recognize and thank for his support, fourth-year Beefeater from London, number 30, Zach Hepburn. Last time we saw this gentleman, he made 14 solo tackles in a game. He's a first-year Beefeater from Wisconsin, number 37, two-time OC Defensive Player of the Week, Clay Richards. Another first-year Beefeater from Quebec, wearing number 42, Jules Leclerc. Another one from Cheese Country, first-year Beefeater, number 44, Wes Schneider. One of the big fellas up front, third-year Beefeater from London, number 50, Sam Nemeth. Second-year Beefeater from London, from Sarnia, number 51, Ethan Barnes. Third-year Beefeater from London, a 2023 OFC All-Star, number 66, Jared Malaz. First-year Beefeater from Quebec, number 86, Marc-Antoine Roy. First-year Beefeater from Arizona, number 87, Michael Downs. And from Bobby Orr Country, third-year Beefeater from Owen Sound, number 92, Jacob B. Gentlemen, thank you for your service for the Beefeaters, and please welcome the rest of the Beefeaters to the field.
And welcome to Citywide Field. You've got the London Football TV crew presenting London Beefeater TV. Adam Melrose on the play-by-play, and the coach, and the man, the myth, and the legend, of course, in that order, Mr. Coach Ron Ferwerda. Ron, a beautiful day, and we've got just a fantastic setup here at Citywide, and senior day, the 50th anniversary. We got the alumni night, just absolutely really, really looking forward to this evening for sure.
Yeah, you know what? This is a special day for the Beefeaters. It is a special day for this program in general. 50th anniversary of the London Beefeaters, first and foremost, but also it is Seniors Day. And for the guys that I personally coached along the way, Sam Nemeth is one. Hepburn is the other one. We called him Chico. I was talking to his niece earlier today, Leah, and she said, no, it's Tio. It's Uncle Tio.
Oh, Uncle Tio now. Okay.
So, Chico, you are now Tio going forward, and that's what we're going to call you.
I love it.
So, really, a special day for those guys. These guys, Hepburn has been here for 4 years. He watched it in the beginning, and he saw that changeover coming and really becoming, really one of the powerhouses of Ontario. Quinte are the cardiac kids of the league this year.
Yeah, absolutely.
Down 3 scores to Ottawa a few weeks ago, lined up for the game-winning field goal and hits it. And talk about completely demoralizing another program and building one up. The Quinte Skyhawks announced to everybody that they've arrived. So really looking forward to what should be a very, very competitive game here today between the London Beefeaters and the Quinte Skyhawks here at center field. Adam, it's breezy. Welcome to the wind tunnel.
Absolutely.
But our last regular season game of the year, dude, it's not snowing.
No. I was thinking that today when I was setting up. But it's always one of these when you head down to Citywide. If you've never been here before, if you're not from the city of London, it's one of the most southern points of the city, I would guess. You can go a little bit more, but it's probably the most southern sports field. But man, this Commissioner's Road can be the windiest day, which gives an interesting cross breeze to this field. You don't get the north-south wind; it's always right across, which affects the kicking game, which affects the passing game. But yeah, normally we're here this time of year in hoodies and pants at least.
Yeah.
But
I'm
hey,
wearing shorts, dude.
Shout out to the short crew today, right?
Hey, when was the last time I wore shorts for the entire season?
It's pretty wild, which means the first home playoff game's probably going to be -10, and we'll be setting a campfire in here again. Right?
Well, that being said, the Beefeaters have some business to take care of before we get to the playoffs. As we just see, we're going to have the playing of our national anthem.
And we'll be right back. Oh, Canada, indeed, Ron. Normally the lovely Jen Annan singing "Oh, Canada," but I think one of the stats guys, maybe grandson's coming out to sing today. So
that's perfect.
I know Jen's at the merch booth. Man, could you buy some cool stuff at the merch booth today, especially with the 50th anniversary?
Yeah.
So, back to our whole point. Really well-run program here at the London Beefeaters. Tons of previous players and senior night and alumni night. There's going to be a party at Fireside afterwards. We'll drag you out of there later, Ronnie. But an exciting game. As we're getting through Canada there, we were certainly just having a look at the two benches. And you made the point here. Like, talk to me about that. I think you're seeing the same thing I'm seeing.
Quinte came dressed with 36 kids.
Yeah.
London has their traditional, 60?
Yeah.
On there. A couple points I wanted to make. I was talking to Braden Brevard, the outstanding London Beefeater kicker.
Yep.
He was like, I'm not looking forward to kicking in the wind here today. where we were standing, when I was talking to him, in the north end zone, the flags were blowing out, and in the south end zone, the flags were blowing out. So it is, and then 20 seconds later, the flags were both blowing in.
Oh, yeah.
The winds at this field, we nickname it the wind tunnel for a reason. It's going to change, and kicking today, like I say in every game, is going to be a big factor.
Well, and ready to kick things off right now. Looks like number 11, Tegan, good. And this ball is way low, bouncing off the deck. And I think this might go out of bounds here, Ron.
It does.
Way down the field around the 10. So why don't we have a look at the starting defense for the Beefeaters today? Some changes on the lineup for sure. Jacob Theed coming in at end. We still got Devin Frey, big 99, and Frayne at the other end. Kuchik, Richard, Hepburn, and Henches still the same at linebacker, and our same line, Thomas, Fadia, Schneider, Bigris, and Temp. Joe playing on the DB side of things. So I know Coach said, there's a few guys that we just give a little bit of rest to, and some other guys that we're just letting relax. But, of course, I'm doing the starting defense. We're bringing the starting offense out here. So we'll loop back to that in a second.
That's okay.
So,
Fonte to Fonte in the backfield.
Exactly. So Fonte with a quick carry to the left. Let's have a look at the starting offense here because Coach Melrose is getting a good start.
I was wondering what you're doing there.
I know. Here we are.
You saw them receive the ball. Adams had a long week already.
Yeah, this is the fourth football broadcast I've done this week. But anyways, we'll get to the starting O here after this replay.
Just simple inside zone, inside power. You saw the puller coming through from the slot, leading through, gain of, we're going to say 4. Second and a long 6.
Absolutely. We're going to pull this one. We're going to hit Jaheim Ferguson off
there
here to the bottom side of your screen. Ferguson's going to pick up a first yard and about 18 more, right? So,
yeah, anytime you get the big man in space, Fonte does a good job of really laying this ball up, allowing Jaheim to catch it in stride, get upfield, and north-south. And when 260 pounds at this level or any level gets north-south with some momentum, that's a tough bring down.
Yeah, absolutely. 3-by-1 here, actually 4-by-1 here
yep.
for the Beefeaters with Fonte in the backfield. A great little combo we got here. Let's give this one to Nick Fonte. He's going to take this one right up the middle. Huge chunk yards. That's going to be good for about 8 yards here, Coach.
Yeah, it's just that simple power play. You saw the slice coming across, which is you're bringing your fullback or the slot back coming through. There you see double pullers coming in, and just a really good job following staple of the Beefeaters. You kind of saw it already. We're going to run power with a number of different varieties. We're going to hit our big fullbacks, our big slot backs in space, and make easy completions for Fonte.
Yeah, absolutely. 3-by-2, a little jet motion from 22 across the face. Makes a cut and keeps trucking down the field.
Job.
First down for the Beefs. That's going to be Zach Delwo, a name that we haven't called a whole lot. I know one of the points I was trying to make on the starting lineup, too, guys like Raymer not in the mix. Downs is out at wide receiver. David Charbin starting for his first time at wide receiver as well, too.
Yeah, there's a number of Beefeaters who are really getting in front of the good crowd here today as well in this important day, getting some really important touches. The future's kind of on display here for the Beefeaters as well.
Yeah, absolutely. So similar sort of look here, 3-by-1 with the offset half. We're going to give this one to Nick Fonte again, who's just barreling into the middle. Good job stuff in the middle here by the Skyhawks, but again, probably another 4 to 5 yards on this one.
Yeah, and again, they don't. And I tried to tell this to a lot of different football coaches, whoever listens to me. You don't have to run a complicated offense. You don't have to have a complicated scheme. You have to execute your base plays very, very well. Gain of 3 is what they actually mark it, so we're going to go 2nd down and 7 here.
Yep, same as the last look here. Fonte in the backfield. Ferguson coming across in motion. Fonte's going to pull this one, dumping it down the field. He's got his man 14, but it's picked off at about the 5-yard line. I think that's going to be 11, who was the kicker from earlier. That's going to be Tegan Good. And we're flipping this over with 11:46 left in the first quarter. So nice pass, but man, the wind kind of grabbed that, got a little lofty.
It almost looked, you saw the pressure coming. DJ wasn't able to step up into that, set it up. The ball floated a little bit, got caught up in the wind, like it's going to do a lot today, and intercepted. And it looks like they've got the ball marked about the 7 or 8 yard line, we're going to call it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, coming into this game, really players to watch out for: quarterback Wesley Graham, Hayden Boyer, and Nathaniel Ianum on the offense side of things. So let's get things kicked off here, Coach, with a 4-by-1 look for Skyhawks as they take a run up the middle. But that one's stuffed real quick by 59. Matt Henches. Yeah,
Henches with the tackle in there. Gain of about 2. They're trying that inside zone, that inside power look that they like to do. Good pursuit down. There's a definite size disparity for the Beefeaters versus the offensive line for Quinte. I don't know if running straight ahead at the Beefeaters line is going to be, what you're looking for today.
Yeah, well, Graham rolling out to his right side, finds his man in number 19, who's finally brought out of bounds by Clay Richard, and that's going to be Isaiah Lockwood with the reception.
Look at him. He throws this ball really well, rolling out to his right. That's some good zip on the ball. Just a little flick.
Yeah, I mean, JoJo in good coverage, but he just gets that little cushion just enough to pull that one in and move the change for the Skyhawks.
You're running that, again, ad nauseum. You're running that long out, and you've got to cover that. It's so hard to track it all the way over.
Yeah, and we've got...
And you can hear the wind blowing in our headsets, Adam.
Here it comes, as always. So Jake Vendetti is in the backfield with Wesley Graham. So let's see. We're going to hand that one off to Vendetti. Vendetti is just shut right down by Cole Van Lukovic. And wow, big TFL.
He's just coming off the edge, untouched. You can see it just right away. So the Beefeaters blitzed the linebacker. They did a slide protection down. Then they looped a two-back coming on there as well and threw him down for a loss of 2. That's a big hit.
Yeah, Van Lukowicki just coming in like a lightning bolt. So well done. I'm sure Coach Scarps will be a big fan of that. And hats off to Coach Scarps for joining us on a broadcast at the Beefeater Showcase a couple of weeks ago, too. That was great. So Vendetti still in the backfield with Graham. Graham's going to have a look to the field side. Nope. Went to just tuck this one with there's nothing there. And
this is what I was talking about. There's a discrepancy in the size between the Beefeaters' defensive line and the offensive line for Quinte. They were just outhandled. They rushed 4. There you go. There's your 5th blitzer. So they brought another guy across. But again, just no time.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, really, a big
offense is staying out here.
So interesting.
Oh, no.
Oh, okay.
Punter's back. My
okay,
apologies.
So Tegan Good, number 11, is in.
Punting kind of into the wind, like from every angle of this field. Great punt.
Really, really nice punt. Wow. So back to get that. Number 87, that's going to be Michael Downs, who's going to bring that one to the bottom side of your screen. Makes first man miss, but then is met by number 44. That's Andrew Jarvis. And the Beefs with a fresh set of downs here at about the 40-yard line.
Yeah, bang on the 40. Good job getting back to it. What's the rule of thumb, Adam? Ball hits the ground, it's going to cost you 15 yards. It hit the ground literally at the 40. You got it back to where it bounced. So, that's unfortunate, but, it is what it is. The wind's just all over the place here. It's going to be a long day for kickers.
Yeah, so same look here with Ferguson just set off the line. The Fonties in the backfield. And we're going to give this one to Nick, who's going to carry this one up the middle through the herd. And, man, probably gets 8 or 9 yards here on this. That's a great pickup.
Yeah, that's, look at, it's just zone. This is zone. They don't have a puller in there. They do waggle down the extra blocker to get your 6th man in there, but it's just zone.
Yeah.
Everyone on a man. We're just running forward, and Fonte just picks his spots, and he's not the biggest back. He's not the fastest back, but man, he's got great vision.
Well, this is an interesting look for second down here with the Beefs here. It's kind of split back with Fonte, like a diamond look. And just enough to create the lead. We got a first down, Beefs.
Yeah, so there you bring your big 2 slot backs in the backfield, line them up in almost like a pistol wishbone look.
Oh yeah, I'll run behind Jaheim Ferguson any day.
Yeah,
right?
and then I got a tackle, or then I got a guard pulling across.
Yeah,
big number 60 for the Beefeaters. Yep, that's going to be a long. Like I said, that's going to be a long day.
Yeah. 8 minutes here as we're clicking down on the clock here. 3-by-2 for the Beefs with the Fonties in the backfield. Check that. There's somebody new in the backfield with DJ. I think that was 22 again. We're going to give it to him. Yes, we are. He's going to go pounding up the middle. Gets across the middle. We should have about a 2nd and 3 at this
Zach
point.
Delwell, the ball carrier. Gain of, we're going to say, about 6. Gets it beyond midfield to the 54-yard line.
He's a real tall back for a tail, too, eh,
Yeah.
Delwell? Yeah, that's... new name back there today, who was listed as RB4, behind Elijah Prosper and Ethan Grant, who Prosper has been in and out with an ankle injury. But let's see what Mr. Delwell's going to do for us today with about a 2nd and 4 setup here. Let's give it back to Delwell. No, let's pull it. DJ's going to roll it to the left side.
Great pull.
And have himself a little scamp down the field.
Okay, you don't want your quarterback taking hits out of bounds there. And again, contact happened inbounds and was carried out. That's why it's not a late hit out of bounds or roughing or anything else like that. Although, Do I see a flag on the far side of the field?
I think that's
No, it's a
those are the don't walk by me cones
Right.
for the team.
Same color as a flag. Sometimes I'm old. You kind of lose perspective one side to another.
Yeah, well, and Canberra guy Nathan on the far side ate that one. Great shot from him, too. So Delwo's still in the backfield here. New Foley, too, is number 84. Delwo's going to cut to the left, get himself a nice pickup here as well, getting to the edge. Finally brought down here by, I think it was number 18 and number 2. So that's going to be Julian and Killens for Quinte. But we're moving the chains again. Basically right back where we were when the pick just happened here.
Yeah, you got the ball at the 30-yard line, left hash right now. Beef's moving the ball really, really well. Dowell out, Fonte back in. So, hey, let's roll the backs. Everybody gets carries today.
Yeah, well, even Connor Hall was in the last play playing fullback, which was interesting, too. He's usually out at wide. Let's give this one back to Nick. Nick is met, but he bounces off it. Second guy comes in and makes the tackle. First guy on the contact, that was going to be 54 for Quinte. And really good job. Pierce Costa getting through his gap and finding Nick Fonte on that one. So, loss of about 1.
Again, the problem with running a zone is you're blocking to an area. If somebody slips the way you're not supposed to go, they're going to go through and then they're untouched.
Yeah.
You really got to get everybody working in the same direction.
Well, here we go. 3x2 for the Beefs. The duo of Fontes in the backfield as we pull this one from Nick Fonte. DJ evades the first two guys. Get that ball away. Finds his man downfield.
87.
I don't know that we had enough to get back to the line. That's Michael Downs. Yes, so we got about all yards back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, we got back to the original line of scrimmage. And now the adventure begins. Kicking today from the 30-yard line. Producer Stephanie, get it ready. It's going to be lining up for a 37-yard field goal
I like
attempt.
So
right hash.
To clarify it, if it's your first time joining us here on Beefs TV, Coach Ron is a big fan of kickers, and there's
Coach Ron is a former kicker
and a former kicker as well too. And Rivard's a kid we've all coached at some point in the city. And anytime it's a 35-yard plus attempt,
it's got to be 35 yards or more, and you get to hear one of the Coach Ronisms coming out. Snap is down, the kick is away. It's a good kick. It is wide right. Wide right, so we're going to save it for now. We got a return coming. Flag down on the field as well.
Yeah, so Regan Pritchard on the check that. It was 28.
Yeah.
So Tariq Downey, and a flag did fly right at the edge here, right by the downs markers.
Now, I'm not sure if you had a hold or a block in the back. We're just trying to. You watch the replay.
Yep.
They are pointing backwards to Quinte.
So it just was off the camera. There was a tackle there was a blocker that almost tackled one of the Beefs out of bounds.
Okay.
Right over here by the 20 marker.
Yeah, illegal block.
Yeah.
So that's the old clipping so. Move it back 10 yards from the spot of the foul. And Quinte again will start with the ball inside their 10-yard line.
I was really
at about the 5.
I was really looking forward to a Kickers Are People Too graphic.
Yeah, I know. I really was too.
I was pretty excited. Now, so as a former kicker, what's the change there? It's like your golf shot. You just got to aim way left and hope the wind doesn't carry it.
in a day like today, you're just going to line up and kick the ball and hope the wind doesn't take it.
Yeah, definitely. Well, here we go. We've got Graham rolling out to his right side again. Looking for that. Same route, same combo they had last time, and Graham, finds Lockwood again, and move the chains. There we go. We got back those 10 yards we just got for that illegal block.
So, this is a good idea. Let's move the pocket because if you're going to sit back there, the Beefeaters defensive line is going to eat today.
The box for the Beefs defense is
stout.
Yes, that's a really good way to put it. I'd be wanting to get away from that as well, for sure. Well, here we go. 3x2. And we've got our man Vendetti in the backfield. Graham's going to put this one back in the air, looking for his favorite target, but that one's just a little high here, Ron. But nice ball.
And as I'm watching the end of the play, which we don't quite have on camera, there was 3 Beefeaters, 2 Quinte linemen, and a quarterback kind of in a pile after he threw that ball. So
that got ignored is what you're saying.
Well, no. Okay. It was nobody hit each other, but it's like the pressure from the Beefeaters defensive front pushing these guys back. It's like maybe rolling out is going to be the only way to get the ball today.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, let's see if he gives it to Vendetti here in a 2nd and 10 situation. He hits him on a little swing, and Vendetti makes a cut, makes the first guy kind of chase him down, but here comes 1, 2, 3 Beefeaters, but that's going to be enough for a first down run.
Really close. Really, really close. I think he's a little short, actually, Adam.
What did they mark it? Just inside. It's just past the line. Okay, so it's going to be 3rd and inches.
3rd inches here.
All right.
So we're going to see our first 3rd down go for it of the day.
Yeah, good hustle there from Rowan Cutney to make that tackle as well.
Yeah, good job on the edge there. The wide receiver, are they going to punt?
I mean, would you not at least try and get him to jump and then?
You got to give a yard.
Yeah. Well, that's safe.
They're okay.
Sure.
3rd and inches and you're punting? That's.
Well, that's why they put the broadcast headsets on us, Ron. So here we go. We've got Tegan Good.
And you know what? Quinte is now forced to call a timeout.
Yeah.
So, timeouts, a couple things you got to be worried about here. Make sure the ball's actually kicked.
Fair.
Number 1. No penalties, no jumping, nothing like that.
Yeah.
But why I'm kind of dumbfounded, yes, the ball is at my 30-yard line. Yes, there is very, very, there's a very good defensive front there. But you only need a couple inches, and the defense has to give you a full yard.
Yeah. It was the Skyhawks who called the timeout,
yes.
right? Okay, cool.
Yes, it was. So, if it's me, I want to roll my offense back out there. After the timeout and say, you know what? We're going to go for it.
Yeah. Well, or worst case, try and get him to jump and then, take the 5-yard delay and then just don't punt it anyways, but you could get a free one.
Yeah. Well, they're leaving the punt team out. So,
okay, here we go.
Interesting decision.
Well, maybe Quinte's got a little fake in the bag here.
Why would
I know.
Why wouldn't you just?
There's always those key things you're going to hear.
Yeah.
If you're at a football game, you're going to hear pressure from the parents. You're going to hear what's the fake, and maybe we're going to see that
That's
right now.
not holding,
Good
or that
snap.
is holding.
And really high punt above our tent into the crowd.
Over to the loud part of the crowd.
Absolutely, all the fancy guys in their jerseys over there.
There
so,
you go.
So that's out of bounds. We'll bring in the quarterbacks and So, decent play from Graham. I was looking at the stats earlier on both quarterbacks, and Graham only listed as playing in 3 games this year. Another quarterback with a single game. So I wasn't sure maybe the stats weren't completely up to date because the Skyhawks come into this one 2-3. Beef's obviously 4-1, but they've done all right on the,
So let's talk the importance of this game for both of these teams.
Yeah.
Quinte currently is sitting in the 4 slot.
Yes.
Okay. They have this game, and I believe they have GTA still on their schedule.
Mm-hmm.
Ottawa has Hamilton. Ottawa has a bye. Then they have London. Inside handoff to Fonte.
Yep, who's picked up real quick here by 44. That's Andrew Jarvis and Ben Herter. And Ben Herter actually listed as the number 1 tackler for the Skyhawks coming into this game with 25 solo and 31 total tackles in general. But, nice little job there. So 2nd and 7.
Quinte's trying to secure a playoff spot over Ottawa, who they beat. Hamilton's playing Ottawa today.
Yeah.
London has to go to Ottawa in 2 weeks.
2 weeks, yeah.
Okay.
Fonte's got Ferguson, who just rolls off of it. No, check that. That's
84.
not Ferguson. That's Connor Hall. Yeah.
He's going to be short. It's going to be 3rd down and about 70 here. Or excuse me, 3rd down and 3, my apology.
Yeah, nice little connection.
And it looks like Rivard's coming out. They're just going to play field position at this point. Keep them pinned deep.
Yeah, well, and the wind has calmed down for a split second, so I'd be getting this punt away. The flags on the uprights today have basically just been spinning 360 because the wind's been just going like nuts. And as I say that, it's picked right back up.
Yeah, so this is what I mean. You can see the south end, the flags are blowing out. The north end, the flags are blowing out.
Yep. Well, we're going to hand this
we're
one
gonna
off
hand this
to
one off to
Fonte.
Fonte.
Fonte's going to get the
There
first
you go.
down. Nice, tough running, man. It's, Fonte brothers are some boys we both coach and known for a good long time.
Yeah.
Great family, and it's been pretty exciting to see the 1-2 punch of the Fonte brother in the backfield right now. And Nick had himself a heck of a game. If we're talking about recent games, that Sioux game was it 39 carries or some crazy thing in that.
Like 37 carries in that game. It's like, what the heck? Dude?
Yeah, and if you missed that, I would definitely, here on CJFL TV, I go back and pick up that Sioux game as Fonte takes the handoff, gives it to Nick. A flag flies. Nick gets a couple yards, but we're going to see maybe a hold here on the bottom side.
No, I think Quinte lined up offside.
Oh, okay.
Somebody lined up offside or moved early. And just because it came out right away and they allowed the play to happen.
Well, let's
so no flag.
See with the white hat? No,
yeah,
waving
flag.
It off. Okay, so should be a nice little pickup of a couple of yards then.
So gain of about 2 on that, Adam. Literally, the sticks are almost right in front of us here.
Yeah. Well, and, on the thought here, we'll pick up on that Sioux game in a second, but definitely different weather today than they had in the Sioux that day when they were playing. And it was a grass and muddy field, too. It looked like a high school game. But Beefs looking to send it. No. Fonte's going to launch this one down the field. He's got Downs. Downs gets up for it. Oh, and it just goes through his hands.
Okay. He absolutely puts us in the bucket, so to speak. Good job. I think the DB may have got a fingertip on it.
Yeah, let's see if we can catch it on this wonderful replay from cameraman Camden. Yeah, little hand up there, maybe.
Great job. I love the shot downfield.
Yeah.
But 40. This is kind of something that has plagued the Beefeaters this year. 40 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Still no score. Yeah.
Yeah, won some low-scoring affairs early on, especially, too. The first 2 home games that we called, Canes and Sooners, a 16-9 and a 19-6 win. So let's get Rivard out. Got a couple guys. Okay, and I was going to say, are they going to stay on side? Nope, they're just gunning. Nice punt from Rivard.
Punt. This is going to bounce.
Looks like, I think that might be Vendetti back there to return it. Vendetti's going to get to the sideline, get a couple extra. Yep, Vendetti. That's their running back.
Yep.
So, Skyhawks, having an interesting, leading up to this game too. Tough first game of the season against the Saints. Nobody won a first game against the Saints.
Nope.
A tough one against the Sioux, but then a couple W's, one against the GTA, and then a 22-21 against the Sooners, which was a really great game.
That was the one that the Sooners were up 21, I want to say 21-8, with like 3 minutes left in the game.
Yeah.
And Quinte lined up with 3 seconds left in the game, lined up and hit a 30-yard field goal for the win, which has put Ottawa in a real troubled spot.
Yeah, Vendetti, talking about troubles in spot, Vendetti just ran into a wall of red Beefeaters as well, too. So tough run as we roll the zeros on the first quarter, and we'll probably maybe get one more play here.
We'll get one more on time down here. So during the quarter break, I'll kind of go into the different scenarios of why this game and that game and tonight's game are also very, very important for both of these teams.
Yeah. Well, Graham going to take this snap, roll it to his right again, looking for his man, I think. That might have been Vendetti, actually, running back. Number three. That's going to be Eddie Van Dyke on the reception.
So complete. It's that long out, one of Coach Ron's favorite plays is running that long out.
You don't like the out route. That's a lie.
Oh, absolutely. From the 3 spot on the wide side of the field, you got someone who's not used to covering an awful lot of grass.
Absolutely. Well, as we roll the quarter here, Ron, fill us in on, what are the possibilities here? A couple games left for most of the teams. So what does the future look like for the Beefs? What does the future looks like potentially here for the Skyhawks?
So Quinte is right now is in the 4 spot. The big game today, obviously, if Quinte wins, that's going to almost all but lock up the 4 spot for them.
Yep.
If the Beefeaters win, which the Beefeaters need to do, they have 1 loss on the season. Hamilton has 2 losses on the season. Hamilton goes to Ottawa. If Ottawa has any chance of getting back into the race with 1 win right now and going, you've got to beat Hamilton tonight. So that's the first part. But also, if Ottawa does beat Hamilton, Beefeaters are going to kind of be locked up into that 2 spot as Hamilton has a bye next week.
Right.
Short punt.
Nick Fonte and Downs back. This one's going to bounce out at about the 35-yard line is where the Zebras are spotting this one. So
the Beefeaters have to go on the road next week. We talked about it. Go to St. Clair. Then they have to go on the long bus ride all the way down to the other end of the OFC slate, which is Ottawa, and play Ottawa. The Beefeaters cannot afford more than 2 losses because Hamilton, I think, is going to go in tonight and beat Ottawa. That's going to give Hamilton 2 losses on the year. If the Beefeaters lose that last game in Ottawa or this game today, potentially they're looking at 3 losses and going to Hamilton, which has been a house of horrors for the Beefeaters for years.
yeah, absolutely. Is Delwo back again in the backfield, having himself a nice run, picks up about 9 yards. Second down, really strong running here.
Yeah,
from big
he's a
22
big, tall
today.
runner, okay? I believe he played receiver, but he's converted over to running back. It's just a really dynamic kid. Good, I like the length of the stride. Needs to get a little bit lower when he's running, but
He's just so naturally tall. We're used to like 5'11" running backs here, right? So as making a couple adjustments, make sure
5'9"
everybody's
is giving Fonte a compliment.
right there. You go. So Delwo again, nice strong run, and about 5 yards, picks up a first down for the Beefs.
Hey, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
I like
run
it.
He's a downhill runner, and I think if he hits a seam, you could see this guy with the length of his stride and the speed go for a little bit of a jog.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like to see especially on Seniors Day, especially on today, the 50th anniversary celebration. It's been the 50th year all year, but the celebration game against Quinte. It's great to see as many of these players, these current Beefeaters, getting in here.
Yeah, well, Beefs back in that 2x2 offset left fullback. Nick Fonte finds a hole and is going for a run here, Coach. Finally brought down at about the 35 by number 24 here. That's going to be Cam Wright of the Quinte Skyhawks. But, man, nice cut, and then we just got green pastures
and
to run.
another great cut. But look at the Beefeaters downfield blocking.
Yep.
And again, another Coach Ronism that you've heard a number of times. Look, the difference between a 4-yard run and a 40-yard run is the blocking downfield. What are you doing downfield to work and to earn that and get down there? And look at, you've got offensive linemen and receivers downfield blocking. And here we go again.
Yeah,
Fonte hits the edge.
Yeah, and you've got Downs taking his DB to the sideline right now. As, if we were at Western, we'd be saying take him to the sandbox, right? But
another Coach Ron is
right,
look
exactly.
At wide receivers. You block till their butts are in the sandbox.
Heck yeah.
And I absolutely love. Hey, look, I'm a wide receiver coach. I've coached offense and defense, special teams. My heart is I'm a receiver coach. Man, I love to see me a blocking wide receiver out there.
Absolutely. When it looks like Ethan Grant might be in the mix right now, big number 20 in the backfield.
Yes.
So giving Nick Fonte a little bit of a break, and we are going to note we're going to pull this one. Fonte's having to look down to the back corner, and he's got his man. Touchdown, Beefeaters. Michael Downs, big 87 here, Ron. Beautiful.
Oh, a little bit of the celly in the back of the end zone there. That was cute.
Yeah,
cute.
yeah, he
down.
proposed.
Yeah, he dropped down if we could just hold that 1 second.
We lost it.
So close. Come on, Simon, you got to do better than that.
The replay guy is new. It's his first day on replays. But, no, we appreciate you, Simon. Good job. Simon's normally our score guy, and we've got Kevin in the mix today and just training some new guys here. It's
Kevin's doing a phenomenal job. Simon, well, we tolerate it.
We know. Simon's still wearing his bar clothes from last night, and we're just glad he showed up today. So that's good. Well,
extra point is good.
BAT is bueno. 7-0 Beefs. What a beautiful ball. Do we still have the touchdown? Can we see it one more time?
Like I really thought, this is a great play action here. You see that there. They had a loose rush. They had a free rusher on the edge.
Yeah.
He just overran it. And DJ does a good job of really just putting the ball in the air, let his receiver run under it and make a play on the ball. the wind, they were kind of in their face. Now definitely the wind's at their back.
Yeah. And Downs had his DB cooked by about 2 yards all the way down the field too. So I mean, DJ again almost eats it from I think number 14 that comes flying in across
he's
here.
Got him,
so
but DJ does a good job of stepping up.
Jay Remy, man, but Deej had about a split second there, or he was eating it in the backfield. So
look at this, okay? Scrambling out, rolling to his right, 35 yards, 40 yards in the air on a dot.
Yep. And got proposed to by Brandon Visavath. So, I mean, how do you say no on a beautiful day for Beefs TV? 7-0 Beefs. Here we go. Rivard to kick off. And this is a booming kick down the field.
5.
And we'll get the number on the returner. I think it's 20. I think it's 23, but we'll see if we can. Yeah, Nathaniel Yanam, who was one of my players to watch for on the stats at least, with 119 total yards coming into this game. We'll scrimmage from about the 21-yard line here and see what Graham's got dialed up. Now it'll be fun. Everything was going to the right in the passing game. So, Ron, they might be throwing towards us now. We'll be able to see a little better from ground level here.
Well, you always got to be careful when you're ground level and the ball's coming right at you because it is a football. You don't know how it's going to bounce.
Fair.
On more than one occasion, ourselves and our equipment have eaten a ball. I remember last year we were on the far side of the field, first day lining up in front of the DBs. They're playing defensive back for a reason because they can't catch.
Yeah.
Right through the kid's hands, right into the middle of my chest.
Graham with Vendetti in the backfield. Beefs in their standard 30 front. And let's see what we're going to get here, Coach. Graham's going to hand this one off to Vendetti. Vendetti's looking for the middle, but the linebacker land shut that one down.
98 in there for the Beefeaters. That's Aiden McLean was in there. One of the several new Beefeaters who are getting some reps today.
Yeah, second string here listed at defensive end behind Carter Frayne. And I think, in talking to Coach Snyder before the game, Coach Carpelli, that was sort of the theme was let's make sure we get some more guys we want to go deep into the playoffs, and we've been relying on our starters for obvious reasons, but let's make sure we get some valuable reps for the rest of these guys as the snap's good up to Graham. Graham's going to let this go nice and quick to number 19. It's his favorite target on the day. That's their third connection, and that's going to be another connection to Lockwood here, Coach. What are you seeing?
Yeah, this is just a simple, it's a skinny post. You gotta, if you're given 7 yards on that, you run a 5-yard route, that's easy pitch and catch. That's a 7-8 yard completion every time. So again, just a little bit of bail coverage there by I think it was 24.
Amos Thomas. Yeah.
Again, but he's on an island out here, so you don't want to get beat deep.
Yeah, well, he's got Fadia's backup here, right? Because Fadia's really doesn't have a number 2 receiver to pick up as another connection to the field side. That's going to be number 12 this time. That's going to be Melnichuk, Rhett Melnichuk, and that's going to get them about another 4-yard gain.
Just as a little sit-down route, okay? And it's not complicated. How do you get? That's step off. That's the old Mexico tunnel screen, call it whatever you want. Just a wide receiver straight down and catching the ball, and there you go. If you've got 3 DBs over the top and one guy's uncovered, go to the guy that's uncovered.
Well, Graham rolling out to his right. He's going to find 3 who just gets to the stick, and that's going to be Van Dyke that Graham's going to connect with, and that should be well enough for a first down for the Quinte Skyhawks.
Yeah, Bigris with the coverage on that is coming over from the safety position, coming all the way over, pushes him out. Like it was really, really close there.
Yeah.
You can see him tracking. So, again, there's a perfect example of that's a lot of grass to cover with a dual responsibility player.
Yeah.
He's got to play run and pass, and when you stick your foot in the ground and go wide, you're in a trail position. Just make the easy completion.
Yeah, well, fullback here to the left side, 3-by-1 here for the Skyhawks. We're going to give this to Vendetti. No, we're going to pull it. Graham's trying to go, but 1, 2, 3 Beefeaters. Yeah, maybe that's a give to live situation here, Coach.
Yep.
Yeah.
You had – look, if we can get that replay one more. They've got the other guy coming. Do they have an option going on there?
With 27 coming across there, that's Yanam. Yeah, that would make total sense, but you've got Malik McHale, number 58, who just comes in and just, let's lower a little bit of boom here. He's getting a little backup, too, from Van Lukawicki. I know I said that wrong earlier, but really good job. So here we go. Second and about 14 here, Coach. And similar look from Quinte. 2 men in motion. Graham having a look in field side. Nope, he's going to try and take it up the middle. Pressure's coming. Hold on to it, and we've got Richard.
1-1.
Van Lukawicki having a day here, too. And
cleaned it up right at the very, very end.
Yeah, absolutely. Really good job.
Look,
and 95 comes in, takes out the blocker. That's Alejandro Rivera.
There you go.
That's what I lovingly call blitz the blocker and then go make the play. So
he does a good job of okay, he's a little bit inside. I'd like him to attack especially if you're the leverage player on that. You got to attack a little bit more inside, trying to make a play. Maybe he knew that the guy was going to wrap around.
Yeah, 3rd and 16 here in this punt. It should be Teagan good again. The wind has calmed down, so this one actually might get a bit of airtime.
Yeah, it does. Great punt. This is over his head.
Really nice. That's Michael Downs. Catches it in the air at about the 20-yard line. Downs working to the top side of your screen, getting great blocking downfield, and is finally brought down here at about the 35-yard line. And
Downs is back there. That's new for him. He usually plays receiver. We haven't seen him back returning punts that often. Look, it takes a couple kicks to track that ball.
Yeah.
And with the wind blowing the way it is, because the flags were dead there, and still strong wind in our face.
You see it real quickly here. Watch, Zach Hepburn is blocking 2 guys together right there.
Yeah.
Boom. Great work. Great. I mean,
there you go, Chico.
I know. I've been here for enough. Beefs practices. It's a third of practice is specials, and you can always tell with Ferguson looking here like he's lining up a fullback now. Probably going to be
it's
a big.
Not Ferguson. That's someone else.
Or is that Grant?
I think it's Grant.
Fonte having a look field side. Lets this one go. It's tipped, but it's picked up by number 28 of the Skyhawks, who's taken out of bounds by 88, who is Jaheim Ferguson.
So it was Ferguson in the backfield.
28 is going to be Tariq Downey off the tip here. Boom. Picks it right up there at middle field. Gets himself a nice little 25-yard run. Brought out of bounds by Jaheim Ferguson, who lovingly keeps him up because that would have hurt real bad right in the asphalt right there.
Yeah, Charbon was the intended receiver. Again, the wind plays with the ball, and what should have been like a 15-yard completion maybe floated 18.
Yeah. Well, and then
Quinte with their by far best field position of the day.
Yeah. Well, here we go. And they're back in their 4-by-1 look here, Coach. Venditti in the backfield as Graham has a look to the left side. Nobody's just going to go right across.
Smart
and
play.
I think Venditti, no, it wasn't Venditti. It was big man 83. So that's going to be Josh Beal. And that looks like about an 8-yard pickup.
Yeah, just simply sit down, find the open spot, and catch the ball and go down. That's all it is. 6:40 left to go in the half. Beefeaters do lead 7-0. Ball's at the 24-yard line, Adam.
Yeah, well, and we're going to roll out. No, we got that fullback offset here to the right side now, and big number 83. 19's our number 1 target of the day.
Yep.
Good snap up. He looks
there.
right to him. We're not even reading. We just know we're hitting number 19. Number 19, who we've been hitting. That's about the 5th connection to Lockwood today. That's going to move the chains and a first down. Skyhawks, 6:09 on the clock.
He's got a height advantage over Amos, who's playing the cornerback spot there.
Mm-hmm.
And again, this is just simply, we just talk about it. If you're going to give him 7 yards off the line of scrimmage, I'm going to turn around and stop after 5. You still got to stick your foot in the ground and come down and make a tackle. It's easy pitch and catch.
Yep. Yeah, I mean, that's a situation where we're not even reading there. We're just sending that to Lockwood. Excuse me. As we give this one to Venditti up the middle, and Venditti's got
touchdown.
An absolute chance. No flags. Touchdown, Skyhawks.
Again, look at these are the cardiac kids. They don't quit. These guys are going to battle, and they're a good football team. They don't do anything really, really special or anything that jumps off on film, but they do it well. Everything they do is well. It's a simple sit-down route. 7 yards. Make a completion. Short and methodical. Kid's got an arm. The quarterback's got an arm on him. I'll say that. But good inside run, good walled-off block, and then all of a sudden, 16-yard touchdown, tie game, barring the extra point.
Well, Teagan good. doing all the kicking today. And that one's good and over the fence.
Yeah, was that JoJo? JoJo had a chance at that, coming right away, laid out there, and really he was close to it, and the ball was a little bit low on the snap as well. So, importance of this game: you've got to take care of business if you're the Beefeaters. You've got to win the game first and foremost before you look ahead to the road trip to St. Clair, before you look at the road trip to Ottawa. Hamilton's going, hey, Quinte, do to London what you did to Ottawa, and then they're going to be hosting a playoff game. So the playoffs start, from what I understand, Thanksgiving weekend, 10th through the 11th. After that, this is our last regular season game, Adam.
Yeah.
Potentially we could be back here for the playoffs, or we might not be.
Yeah, I mean, it's mathematically everything looks pretty sound that we'll have at least one more home game. But hey, crazier things have happened in this league.
Well, it's to me, and again, you don't count L's, you don't count W's before L's.
Correct.
Anything like that. It all comes down for the Beefeaters, in my opinion, to that last game of the season where they go on the road to Ottawa, where again, it's a 6.5 hour bus ride. It's a long trip there and it's a long trip back. It's a lot easier if you get a W than an L.
Absolutely. As Michael Downs takes this one on a right side return, we're going to get a pedestrian block right over here.
Yeah.
Potentially another one right there. Yep, there goes the second flag. Downs is going to keep going, but this is probably going to be
This is 100% coming back.
Yeah.
So the first clip happened at about the 22-yard line. The Beefeaters are going to have the ball at the 12 after this is all said and done. Look, this drives me nuts. I'm sorry, son. Straight ahead. Don't try to outrun 11 guys.
Yeah.
I know that, they're coached a certain way, and I know that you have returns set up a certain way. You're not scoring a touchdown running east-west.
Yeah, when there was all sorts of field. I know it was probably called in return right, but and I fully understand the reason why. It's just so everybody who is blocking knows, okay, we're returning right, so we're all blocking this way. But here we are. And obviously something went down right there as we see two guys in the mix-up back there at about the 30-yard line.
Yeah, and I think there was two blocking the backs there. So one that we, unfortunately against Jaheim.
Do they compound or they just get one?
No, you get one or the other.
Okay.
So the ball's at the 12-yard. We're going to say about the 12-yard line here. First down, 5:20 left to go. 7's on the board.
Yeah, well, just throw it to Downs. He just ran 100 yards. I'm sure he's ready.
I don't think he's in the play at the moment.
Yeah, well, we do have the Fonte Bros in the backfield. Here we go.
82's out here
Snap's
as well.
Good.
Now.
Let's give it to Nick. Nick's going to try and cut this one out to the right. Does make the first guy miss. Was met by a couple of extra Skyhawks after that with a couple yards on the pickup.
So it's just that inside zone, slow and steady, gain of about 5, maybe 6 on the play. We'll call it 6. Second down and 4. And again, your play calling, although you don't want it to be different, is a little bit different when you're on your 12-yard line as opposed to when you're on your 35-yard line.
Yeah, Connor Hall lined up here at fullback as well, so curious to see what we do here as we do give this one this time to Nick, who finds a nice hole up the middle, and they're spotting that as a first down. Let's move the chains.
Yeah. But another 7-yard gain, I tell you, if you're going to average 7 yards carry with the wind today, maybe I just run it all day.
Yeah. I think that's the safe move, and you've got enough horses here to move this ball down the field. I've really enjoyed watching Delwo play today.
Quick moving quarters again.
Yeah. Well, when the flags have flown maybe 3 times today.
Yep.
So, well, here we go. Let's give it back to Nick. Nick's going to cut this one to his left, the bottom of your screen, and should be really close here. Second down, probably second at about a yard.
Yeah, Josh Garcia, the offensive lineman, big number 53 there. Look at the block he does on the outside.
Yeah. Visavath right here holding this big dog back too.
So, again, just great blocking. You got your puller. You got the seal. You just see that nice alley that, it's easy for a running back to make a decision to where to run when there isn't anyone there.
Oh, there's just grass there. Let's run to that beautiful safe spot. Here we go, haul downhill. We got Delwo back running the ball, who does skip over the first little shoestring tackle, keeps his feet moving.
Powerful kid.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, first down. Really nice. I've been enjoying watching this kid run today, because here he easily could have gone down, keeps he's like pumping. We got a little bit of spectating going on, but I mean, what are you supposed to do when they're hanging on him? But yeah. No, I've been enjoying watching.
Well, I can hear Coach Schneider all the way over here. You play to the whistle.
Well, I mean, look at the weird. We're full chicken wing mode with Coach Schneider right now, dude. Those elbows are high right now.
Yep.
Here we go.
Tighter game than he
Delwo in the
expected.
backfield. We got Visavath coming across as we hand this one back to Delwo. Cuts it in the middle again and picks up about 3 yards, maybe 2.
I believe he's a first-year player. He's going to learn that, run through that contact a little bit more. Kind of stopped his feet on that run there.
Yeah.
As number 2 came across, good tackle, but in a year or so, that kid might break that run.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for it today.
I think you made a really good point here too. He's very tall, so most times you've got that shorter running back who's got that leverage already. Delwo just needs to learn how to bend his knees a little bit more, and I think he sees great success. 4-by-1 here for the Beefs to the top side of your screen. Fonte lets this one go. Visavath pulls it in, but it's just...
Whoa. There it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, the back jet saw it, and what I'm whoa about, he's tackled by his head.
Yeah.
He had his hand on his face mask, pulled it down right away. We're going to have 15 yards on top of this, and it's going to be a first down for the Beefeaters at 2:24 left.
Well, let's get the referee there. Okay, gotcha.
It was 100%.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm old. I need glasses, and I saw
and
that one.
You don't even have your glasses on, so there you go.
No, I see better. I can see great from a distance.
Yeah.
You put a menu in front of my face, forget it.
Yeah, right. You can play a little trombone with the menu to read it. I gotcha.
I literally saw a meme or a reel the other day. It's like taking your phone out to take a picture of the directions.
So you can zoom in.
So you can see what they are. What do I got to do to this again? Right.
Yeah.
That's me with a menu now.
I love it. Peeps, 2-by-3. The Fonte's in the backfield.
3-minute warning.
Here we go. 3 men coming in motion here. Visavath comes across the front of Fonte. We connect with, I believe, Downs on the far side. And he is brought down after picking up about 3 to 4 yards here, Coach.
Yeah, just a simple step off screen, not doing anything, anything difficult. But again, the puller's out front. Look at number 2's coming across, all the way across to make that play there. Look at him come from his DN position.
Yeah.
That guy's a player.
Yeah. Well, Fonte Bros, 2-by-3 again. 2nd and 5 here. 3 men going in motion. Ooh, almost draw him offside.
Well, you saw who's coming now, too.
Yep. So do we expect something to the boundary at this point if we know that heat's coming? Fonte steps down to block this. Yep, we look. Quick pass from DJ. Finds Visavath. Visavath keeps going. Finally brought down here by 18. That's going to be Killins of the Skyhawks.
Why you do that is now you can get the other Fonte coming over to pick up that blitz. You pick up the most dangerous man, and again, hey, kill. We're doing this instead.
Well, and it's
automatic.
They're absolutely almost bracketing Visavath a lot during the game too, right? Because if you watch any film on the Beefs, Visavath has been kind of a demon at receiver for a while. So we would definitely want to make sure we got him locked up as we give this one. No, DJ is going to roll out on this one to the sideline.
Penalty flag. So again, somebody lined up offside on this.
It might maybe this half.
I think it is.
Or is that
it comes out right away.
Yeah.
I think that's at the end. Yeah, it's number 2.
Yeah, it's the end. So.
Well, it could be why he's making all the plays. Maybe he's lining up a half step inside.
Hey, as long as they don't call it.
138. Beefeaters got to drive here. They got to capitalize with some points. Not only points, you want to get a major here, Adam.
Yeah.
Because Quinte's going to get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, and I think we're about a minute and 38 seconds away from some festivities here for the Beefs as well too. We may film that, but we'll take a break here on the play-by-play as we go back. We got Visavath coming across in motion. Downs with a little, just dumps it off to Fonte, who's going to try and cut this one back.
I want to see that one more time. Was that a hook and ladder?
Yes, I believe so.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
So it's the old Miami.
There just wasn't enough grass for Fonte to get anything done.
And I don't know if that's the guy that you want to do the hook and ladder to. I want to try to get someone maybe a little bit quicker in there. Not that Nick Fonte isn't fast.
Yeah.
Hey, look, these guys are all going to outrun me and my old ass. So, but maybe try to get it to one of like the really, really fast guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, here we go. We're back in. We've got Ferguson in the backfield. Fonte in the backfield. Two men go in motion as we hand this one back to Nick Fonte, who gets picked up just past the line of scrimmage. We needed 3. I think we got about 1.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be short. Number 42, the linebacker, just creeps through again. And again, Quinte's not hiding it. They're just crashing.
Yeah, well, and number 42, Ben Herter, coming into this game as the leading tackler with 30-plus tackles for the Skyhawks. So there's a reason.
It's 3rd and 1. You're running back 7 yards back. Are they trying to hank him? Which is exactly what they're trying to do.
Yeah, this is what I expected Skyhawks to do earlier. But no, we know what's going on. Let's give this one back to Delwo. Delwo's going to crash the line.
Yeah,
he got it, but then I think he got pushed back.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he got it, though. Again, he's so strong, this kid. We're just waiting for the final spot. Yeah,
first down.
I do see a hand going towards the Quinte goal line.
Yeah, white hat just got. I saw a bit of rainbow hand over top of everything, so we're good. Let's move the chains. 57 seconds left here, Ron, and we're back into our kind of 3x2 set here with Delbo at the backfield still. 3 men go in motion, trying to draw the Skyhawks offside. They're not biting. Let's make some quick adjustments. Here we go. Fonte having a look boundary side, launches this one. He's got, I think he was looking for downs, but just a little past him. Nice coverage here by 18. I think that was Killens for the Skyhawks.
Well, now you know why they're doing the short passing game. He's starting like 12 yards back.
Yeah.
And he's like, no, I'm not going to get burned again. So he got more than enough time. You still have both your timeouts. Quinte is down to 1. Maybe like do that stop, at about 12 yards.
Yeah.
And just even get out of bounds, save the timeout.
Yeah, I mean, you got both, right? There's plenty of time. 2nd and 10.
38 seconds in the Canadian game is an eternity.
Yeah. So, Delwo, okay, timeout Beefs.
I don't know if we heard that, but...
no, Quinte.
Oh, Quinte, okay. So, they're down to none.
So, that's something that's, interesting. They used 1 on special teams and 1 on defense. So, that's 2 for Quinte. And again, the Beefeaters, they like the matchups. Something that they haven't done today, which is usually a staple, is, do you have a corner post coming from the 3? Someone's going to be going up there. If you can hit a skinny, just the way everything's rolling out here, I'm not sure that your safety is coming over the top to make that play.
Right. Yeah, that's interesting. I mean, we've seen pretty tight play, but it's been in the one-on-one matchups. Safety's kind of playing it safe at the top. So
yeah.
Interesting, Mr. Ferwerda, as we see the Beefs go back to work here, 2nd and 10.
So again, he's coming over top here.
Yeah.
The middle of the field has got wide open access.
Tegan Good, 11. Fonte looking back to the boundary, rolling out. No, Fonte's just going to keep this one.
No, that's good.
Fonte's on his bike, heading to the bottom of your screen here. And Fonte's got 1 man to beat, just flips over him.
Great job.
Picks up the first, move the chains, and are we going to be 1st and goal?
We're pretty close.
I think PA guy just said 14-yard line, so that's out of our.
And Snyder's good, smart on that. Beefeaters just called a quick timeout.
Yeah.
So pressure's coming. You saw what they're doing. They're just looking. You're not going to score. You're not going deep. Everyone drops. If everybody drops and everyone's kind of in their zone and in their man, DJ Fonte's a much better athlete than I think a lot of people give him credit for. He's quick. He's not only agile and got a good arm. Both the Fonte boys have something that you can't coach. They've got that vision. They see it. They know what's happening, and they can get to where they need to be. So smart heads-up play, tucking that. Especially look at number 11's like the closest guy again.
Yeah.
And he was on the 5-yard line.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, We're coming back in. The water's going out here, Coach. 27 seconds on the clock. Now, the Beefs have been knocking on the door a few times today and not been able to close the deal. So hopefully we're going to see them just keep it simple here.
27 seconds. You've got one timeout left.
And 3 downs to play. Let's bury this thing.
You've got 3 or 4 downs. You can get a first and goal.
Correct. Yeah, we're right. We're at the 14. Fonte boys in the backfield. Get a few extra from the sideline. Couple men in motion. Give it to Delwo on the jet here. Delwo's going to cut it. Jump. Cuts the first man. Keeps going.
That's a
Makes
great
it to about
play.
the 10-yard line.
That's a great play by the corner. I think it's number 28 over there. Delwo does a great job of eluding number 11.
Yeah, that's Tegan Good, who's been on the field pretty much the entire game.
Yeah. You see him defeat that. Beefeaters back up quickly.
Yeah, 2x3 with Ferguson in the boundary here, too, which is Ferguson comes across. No, we're going to give this one to Nick. Nick runs towards the end.
Yeah, they're
nothing
they're
doing.
Not close. So you got a 3rd down and about 5 or 6 here from the 10.
What are you doing? You bringing the field goal unit out, or you're going for it here, Ron?
10 seconds left.
Try a Hank maybe. Oh, somebody's down as well.
Yeah, I don't know what the number is on that. Looks like one of the receivers, actually.
Okay, Monty's at the sideline. I'm like, wait, I don't see 3. I don't see 3. He's over talking to coach. Thank you, cameraman Camden. But I think we've got one of the receivers down. I don't know if one of the cameraman Nathan's catching some shade over there behind the kicking thing. So we need to get a wireless headset on him so we can tell him what we need to see. But, I mean, certainly, we talked about this at the beginning of the game. I bet this is my 4th broadcast of the week. The training staff in Southwestern Ontario, especially London here, fantastic guys, flying in, getting the job done. That's Delwo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was just kind of pointing at you going, that's not the guy that I think you want to lose today.
No.
He's had himself a great first half.
Well,
I think he's more upset than anything.
Yeah, because you're having a game and all of a sudden, like, dang it, I'm getting valuable reps and now I'm not playing. So, big number 80, Gabe Van Morsel, I believe, comes in. And
Timeout, Beefeaters.
Beefeaters called their 2nd timeout because it was an injury.
Right. So it rolled down to 1 second.
Yep. So now you're going to have, what I was going to say to you before, with 10 seconds left, yes, I want to line up and kick the field goal. I want to get the points.
Yeah.
This feels like a 2-score game for London. Barring this field goal, it's 10-7.
Yeah.
Quinte's playing very, very smart. They're playing a good style of football. And it's I can see how they're a tough out.
Yep, absolutely. Well, and they're going to go out at the half with 3 more points on the board for the Beefs. So 10-7 affair here, Coach. A little closer than I thought it was going to be at this point. We didn't talk predictions pre-game, but
that's our other show.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So Rivard with the 3 points and make it as 10-7. We're going to go into half real quick. Again, this is senior night and alumni night, so if we can keep it on the camera, we'll try and do that for you, but we got all sorts of stuff in the way. So we'll take a break. We'll be back in about 12 to 15 minutes, but final thoughts on the first half here, Ron.
I really like how Delwell's running the ball. I like how the Beefeaters are running the ball. They're taking their shots downfield. They're trying to push it downfield. I can see all that stuff happening. Really, you're just a half a connection away from a lot of the stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Well, with that, you know what? We're going to send it to half. Appreciate you joining us here on Beefs TV, powered by the London Football TV crew. And we'll be back in about 12 to 15 minutes.
Robbo Molina threw him 270 yards of passes in an OFC game. Then he went over to the dark side and became an OFC All-Star defensive back. That's not Mike Jones. with Coach Cox today. Ladies and gentlemen, 2025 Hall of Fame inductee, Jerry. We could tell right now that one time doesn't permit. There's also small children around. But Ian Hayes played for the Beefeaters in 1977 and 1980. He then became the Beefeater president in the mid-90s or mid-80s into the 90s. And speaking personally, he made football fun. My first year with the Beefeaters, we were not good, but we would come home from games and it started with Ian Hayes on the bus. And the words were, "Hey Lottie, Lottie, Lottie." And it went from there. And if you're a Beefeater alumni, you know what I'm talking about. We had the best time. He would do everything for these Beefeaters and he kept us afloat. We ran a football jamboree / tournament in Port Stanley and brought everything down there because that's where he moved to. So he didn't want to travel far from home, but we did it in aid of the Beefeaters. And that the reason that the Beefeaters were resurrected and gained enough traction to flourish, he was the 1988 CJFL Executive of the Year, and now the President's Award for Leadership, Dedication, and Sportsmanship is given in his name. We already have 2 Hall of Famers enshrined, Jim Lake and Mike Perotti, that got the Ian Hayes Award. We now have 2 more in Jerry Lamport and Isaiah Nganga. So please give it up, ladies and gentlemen, for Mr. Ian Hayes. Ladies and gentlemen, I give to you our 2025 50th Anniversary Hall of Fame class. And you can hear all the stories at the Fireside Pub after the game just down the road.
Well, welcome back to second half action here. The Beef versus the visiting Quinte Skyhawks out of Melrose. Ron Florida on the color commentary today. Ron, hit me with the crash course of the first half if anybody's just joining us.
Well, gamey Quinte Skyhawks hanging around, doing what they do every week, are in the games. Beefeaters have had a lot of success running the ball, passing the ball. Very clean, very quick moving first half of football. I'd like to see that continue in the second half. Really good, well-played football game by both teams.
Yeah,
taking opportunities, making plays when they had to, and making stops when they need to as well. Both defenses are playing very, very well.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, we saw a touchdown, nice pass to Michael Downs from the Beefs, and then Vendetti on the rushing touchdown for the Skyhawks. Rivard on the last play of the first half, putting 3 more on the board, making it 10-7 as Rivard gets ready to kick off here, and we are underway with a little onside attempt to get things started. That's, I think, going to be a little short, but did a flag fly?
No, it wasn't. It was 14
it was right
yards.
Here.
It was 14 yards, and hey, there you go. So you got to make a play. You can't come out flat. You can't come out, like the Beefeaters have it in a lot of second halves of this year. You got to come out. Let's make a play here and let's put this game away. We talked about the importance of this game, for both of these teams. Quinte's trying to lock up a playoff spot. London's trying to lock up the 2.
Yeah.
Barring an upset next week, maybe even the 1.
Yeah, really. Again, if you're just joining us coming into this game, Beefs 4-1, Skyhawks 2-3. As we see the Beefs go back to work here, 2-by-3, 3 men in motion. As Nick Fonte with a host of blockers out in front of him, just hustles down the field, picks up about 7 yards on that carry.
This is outside zone / power.
Yeah.
You've got 2 big slot backs,
Look at
fullback.
Connor Hall, boom,
Yeah.
just right out in front of him.
And he's like 15 yards blocking downfield.
Yeah.
Though the ball did come out late, but it was out of bounds. So second down and 3 for the Beefeaters. I thought he got a lot more than that.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, here we go as we hand this ball off to, I think, is Delwo back in the mix? Yes,
Yeah,
he
it
is. And look at a healthy run from Delwo. And I think they've got this spotted.
Really close. I think he's going to be a half-yard short here, Adam.
First down, Beefeaters.
First down, okay, yeah, right. I guess they were using the spot from the far side, but
yeah,
man,
and he's coming out a little bit gimpy.
Delwo is scrappy, but yeah, he's heading off. That was that was a whole lot of effort. Yeah, you earned a break, sir. Go get checked out by the great training staff here, and we'll see you again soon. So checking back into the game is Nick Fonte.
Yeah, I'd like to get some of the big boys the carries.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, here we go. Fonte gives it to his brother. Nick's going to just roll out to the outside again. Another healthy 6 to 7 yard run, and just a little outside here, Coach, and we're seeing success.
Yeah, and again, same play. You're running that outside zone with a couple pullers in front of you. It's kind of like a power, but it's not the downhill. It's more of a zone, and then you can stick your foot in the ground and go. But I really like the pulling aspect of it.
Yeah, Connor Hall, big man in the backfield again at fullback. We got a man coming across in motion again as we give this one right back to Nick Fonte, who gets caught up in the backfield. Again. That's going to be Jared Zoll just shutting that play down.
Yeah, he's had himself a whale of a game. Again, comes unblocked. Split there's 2 blockers there. He split them and was able to get upfield and make the play in the backfield. Throws Fonte down for a loss of about 2. Now you got about a 3rd and 3 here for the Beefs.
Yeah, and really, I mean, I think Jaheim Ferguson checking back in. Here we go.
So 3 to the field, 2 to the boundary, Adam.
Yeah, as we send 3 men in motion, Fonte having a look boundary side, launches this one. Is it downs? Just underneath it.
Wow.
Yeah, so that'll be a turnover. That was 3rd and about 3.5 here, 3rd and 4.
Taking a shot downfield. Thought he got pulled up just a little bit near the end here.
Mm-hmm.
Right there. I kind of thought he kind of was pulled up.
Yeah, absolutely.
But refs didn't see it that way. It would have been a heck of a grab if he got there. Turn it over on downs. And Quinte again. This is what, kind of my point is they just hang around.
Yeah. Well, it's been, good matchups today. I think that, it was at 19 that's been Lockwood that's been on downs most of the game as we see a nice connection here to 27 right in front of us here to the bottom of your screen. He's going to get brought down by Carter Baker, check that. Patrick Bigris of the Beefs, and 27 on the reception is Ianum.
Gain of 15. We see a Quinte lineman down behind the play there. Not happy the way he was punched to the ground.
No, not at all.
Gain of 15 on that. And again, it's the short passing game. It's nothing fancy. But if you're playing zone and your guy is like 8-10 yards off you, then it's pretty easy to make a completion and turn upfield and go up and make a play. 64 was the injured Skyhawk there, Adam.
Yeah, Luca St. Arnaud, who's going off on his own power with a little bit of help from his boys here.
He's not under his own power. He's limping pretty good there.
Yeah.
And it's one of those, it's an ankle. I didn't see what happened, but just the way he's going off the field and everything else is definitely an ankle. And not sure what your pain tolerance is or how much tape you got, but I'd be surprised to see him come back in. I think he was playing center too, so you might have a new center coming in.
Yeah, very good point. Vendetti is in the backfield right now. He's going to step up to block. No, he's going to take this one, cut it through the middle, but is brought down immediately, pretty much right at the line of scrimmage by the D-line.
Yeah, 91's there for the Beefeaters. Noah Williams. It's not me. I don't drive a Ford Escape. So no gain on the play. Noah Williams is in there, 99. Also in there, Devin Frey. So looks like the Beefeaters, wanted a bit more beef on there, so to speak, on the start the second half here.
Yeah, 2nd and 10 back in this 3-by-1 with the offset fullback here to the left side. Daytona call coming in here from Graham. Looking, they must have seen something they liked. He launches this one across the middle. And I think this is going to be
a great catch.
Yeah, that is a really nice catch. And that is, we
Number
got bodies
12.
in the way. Was it 12 or 3?
No, it's number 12.
Okay, so 12 is going to be Melnichuk, who has been a target a few times today. And 3 was just in the space.
So you got 16 from the Beefeaters, the safety coming across, trying to make a play. Trust, I saw him coming up with it.
Okay.
So they're moving the guys around a little bit. Now you got 19 on the far right.
Yeah.
I think the outside receivers have been playing right or left.
Graham's already eyeballing him up, and instead gives this one to Vendetti, who's going to be swallowed up by the big man, Matt Henges, and nothing doing there.
Yeah.
That's going to back them up about 3 yards, bring them 2nd and 13.
But, yardage doesn't really seem to be the issue for Quinte. It's like they're making the plays when they need to. They're very good. They're a quick team. They're not, like I said, they're not doing anything fancy. They're just executing really, really well.
Yeah. Well, back to that 3-by-1 with the offset to left, 2-minute motion. Graham rolling out to his right side. He's got Vendetti blocking out front. Lets this one go, and it's tipped by JoJo. That'll be incomplete. It'll be a 3rd and 13.
Intended for number 16 for the Skyhawks.
Yep, so that's going to be Andrew Johnston.
So he's coming back for it. You see they're rolling out. Good pressure coming. Little bit high on that. Really good coverage there by JoJo.
Yeah, absolutely.
I like what the Beefeaters did. Let's make a statement on defense now. You gave up a couple first downs. Quinte is going to be punting the ball. The wind is in Quinte's face right now.
Yeah.
So, although the returners are standing basically at the 5-yard line, I think they need to move up a little bit here.
Yeah. Well, and it's one of the first times we mentioned. Oh, it's blocked by 44. That's Wes Schneider.
Schneider was there, 16.
Here comes our boy Clay Richards sliding right in front of the desk here. Doing a great job. So that hurts so much, but it feels so good all at the same time. Yeah, Wes Schneider just coming downhill, makes the giant block. And hey,
they're coming after it.
Maybe there's the little punch in the arm or the little shot in the arm of adrenaline that we needed here at the Beefs to get things rolling a bit. And we were just talking about JoJo on that last play. Almost every other home game we've had a JoJo INT. So I mean we're due for one here, Ron.
We are. He's a dynamic playmaker.
Yeah.
Out on the edge. I'm just going to say this: the Beefeaters have gone with big receivers out wide now. 87 is out here.
Yeah. Well, coming across in motion, Downs. No, we're going to give this one to Fonte. Fonte's going to pick up about 3 yards here.
3 or 4 yards on that. Yep, 3 yards. So just straight ahead power on that.
Yeah, when Michael Downs coming across in that jet motion, I thought they were going to give, but he was also there. I mean, obviously we gave this to Nick, but Downs was there on a quick pass too if we needed it.
Yeah. So a lot of times what you're doing, that's an RPO that you're doing. You've got the option. You want to get the linebacker's eyes moving with the motion, maybe try to overreact to the motion.
But we're reading that backside end most of the time, right? Well, here we go. Delwo back in the mix. No, we're going to give this one to Fonte back up the middle, but he's met very, very quickly.
Yeah, thrown down for maybe a half-yard gain.
Yeah, I think 38, which is Nathan Clark of the Skyhawks got involved there in the tackler. First man in. There was a second guy helping him as well, too.
So, blown back in. 3rd down and about 7 here, Adam. See the punt team coming on.
Yeah, which, I mean, I thought that, that blocked punt might have gotten things a little sparked here, but we
just can't quite seem to get it going on offense again.
Yeah. Well, let's see what Mr. Rivard's got in store. Maybe he's going to get an eye on these flags right now, which are mainly blowing towards the west.
Again, the Beefeaters spend so much time on special teams. Maybe after the block punt, they can get a great punt and cover here. Great punt.
Absolutely. Vendetti back to return this one. JoJo, Temperament, Okido, and I think was Delwo in that mix there too?
Trying to see. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it was. Man.
He's having himself a
we keep
day.
seeing this guy limp off the field and then become crazy involved in a play. So, yeah.
Rivard with a great punt,
Yeah.
55-yard punt. You're going to have that ball inside the 5-yard line. Inside the 10-yard line.
Yeah. Jojo, Delwo, and then everybody getting involved at that point. Really good cover. And we got a man down right now for the Skyhawks.
And this is where the defense can really pin your ears back and create something for the offense.
Yeah. Well, and as we start seeing a few more injuries picking up here too, Ron. We talked about this at the beginning of the
36
game.
dress players.
Yeah, the 36, about 24 of them starting. Actually, we have a couple of two-way players on this team, and you're absolutely going to start seeing some of these muscles tightening up. And it's you sat on a bus for a good long time. You got here; it's a business trip, but
yeah,
a couple of boys coming off the bench right now to help out.
Yeah, I think this is strictly cramps.
Yeah,
coming up here.
It's going to be 31.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's Jared Zoo, who we saw earlier getting involved, but they're going to fire him and carry him off. Good job. So, yeah, we're backed up. We're gonna scrimmage here from about the 5-yard line.
Yeah. So one of the key scratches for Quinte today is number 22, the running back.
Mm-hmm.
You see him in pedestrian clothes. It's really unfortunate because I was really looking forward to see that kid run.
Yeah. And Busey.
Yep.
Well, here we go. Graham, he's got his boy Vendetti in the backfield. 3 to the left side of your field, 1 to the bottom. 2 to the, no, that's a referee. Check that.
Blitz
Graham's
coming.
Coming. Vendetti just finds a little hole on the outside, is brought down by Fadia and a whole host of. And Schneider,
No, he was down.
Okay, so
he was down. He was clearly down.
Yeah, you see it here. But good job. I mean, the DB's doing a great job recognizing run, coming downfield, helping the linebackers out. Schneider was about 2 seconds from getting involved as well too. Or no, he did get involved. He finished him off.
And another Quinte player down. That's 3 players in a row on 3 plays. This is where long bus ride, shorter bench. This is where you've played a great game, but the war of attrition, sometimes the numbers just are not on your side.
We'll be playing against St. Clair. They're a really nice facility down there.
So the Beefeaters are on the road. We just hear announcer Dave Woody.
Maybe we can bring up the schedule and we'll just look at that and, just kind of review this again, sort of what brought us to today. Certainly, a nice couple of home games here, 16-9 win and 19-6 win over the Sooners. Go down to GTA. We did that game, actually. Yeah. And then a tough one against the Saints. That's the story of everybody's game against the Saints, right?
Yeah, but go back to that Saints game. The Beefeaters had it within 2 scores in the third quarter. It just literally they kind of ran out of gas.
Yeah.
That game was a lot closer than the score indicated. I'm just gonna.
Yeah, absolutely.
Say that it's a 30-point win. It felt like a 1-2 score game.
Yeah,
all game.
That was an exciting game.
Yeah,
and
it really was.
The fact that the Beefs had the amount of points on the board they did. I mean, and you're right. It was within 12 points at one point.
Yeah.
So as we get this one back to Vendetti, he's going to run to the boundary side, but gets just swallowed up by the Beefeaters.
He only needed like a yard. I think he got enough for the first down.
Yeah, first down.
So again, just good job of getting out of your own end zone. They've been there all day. But yeah, I'm kind of looking at the Quinte bench. There's a lot of guys like laying around with an extra layer of tape or helmets off or trying to get on the trainer's table and another guy trying to get on the trainer's table. It's the war of attrition is just kind of kicking their butt right now.
The body language that we're seeing, even people coming in on and off the field, is they're tired. So as we see Graham find 27 out on a little step off, who's brought down, but after a healthy pickup of about 8 yards, that's Iyanam.
Again, it's just, look, there's 2 guys down, and there's 1 guy 8 yards back.
Yep.
We're going to throw it to the guy that's not covered, and we're going to let him run.
Yeah.
And we're going to get 5 or 6 yards of play, and we're just going to do this.
Well, and I'm no offensive expert here, Mr. Ron, but I feel like most of the passes today, there hasn't been any checks. It's just we're throwing to you, right? Like 19, he hasn't checking anybody. He's just bang, hitting the pass.
Like right now, 3 is uncovered.
Yeah. So as we see Graham have a look across the middle, he was looking for Iyanam again, and we're going to see a flag fly on that one.
Ball was tipped.
tipped by the D lineman.
Ball was tipped. I don't know why we're going to get a flag.
Ball's incomplete. There's a flag down.
I don't.
Well, the lineman, the linesman would be looking for the PI, but the backfield judge would have the tip or eyes on the tip, right? So
Yeah. There should be no flag.
right.
Should be. Whether it's going to be or not, I don't know. Just waiting. They're moving it up.
Yep.
Trying to see what the call was. I missed what the call was.
Sure.
So, interesting.
Well, they're getting a fresh set of downs regardless. But yeah, sorry, I'm over here messing with the producer. All right, here we go. Back to Vendetti. Vendetti's looking to cut this one to the left, but again, met by a host of Beefeaters, but probably still picked up about 3-4 yards on that one.
Carter Frey on the defensive end does a good job staying home. He was being blocked, and they brought a puller out there, and he still got off the block and made the tackle after a gain of 3. 2nd and 7 for the Skyhawks. Look, they've done a good job. The ball's at the 35-yard line. You've got it out of your own end zone. You've kind of won this little possession. And with the wind in your face, you're holding on to the clock.
Well, here we go. Graham rolling out to his right side, having a look downfield. He's got 19 on that same sort of,
It's just an easy up, easy out. If you're 7 yards back in coverage, it's pretty easy to stop after 8 yards.
Yeah, well, if that well's there, just keep hitting it.
Football coaches love to make football overly complicated. It's not. Throw it to the guy that looks open.
Here we go, 3-by-1. So we give this back to Vendetti.
Fumble!
No, fumble it in the backfield. Under pressure, Graham just trying to get the edge. Can't. Fadia pushes him out of bounds, and we have another Skyhawk player down
again.
Who his buddy was trying to help him up, but he said, give me a second.
I think this is Fadia. I think this is the running back. Yeah, it is.
Oh, Vendetti.
Oh, Vendetti.
Fadia would be 16 on the Beefs, yeah.
Sorry, yeah, number 34.
Is there a replay? Did we see?
So the pressure was coming. He tried to pull it.
Did you get a replay?
So you see he's trying to pull it because there's a lineman standing right there, and he got swallowed up. Does a good job of disastrous play turning into a gain of 1.
Yeah.
But again, it's just that now you've got another running back in there. And again, it's just the war of attrition for the Quinte Skyhawks. Yet it is still only 10-7.
Yeah, close one. I think really, the Beef should have scored about 2 times earlier in the game, but here we go. We're looking for number 3 there on that one. That's going to be Van Dyke, but I think we're just getting rid of this one. He had a little bit more time to throw that, but Schneider doing a really good job coming downfield, picking him up, too.
First time we've seen him roll to the left, too.
Yeah.
So that's something to think about. Right-handed quarterback rolling to the left. The ball's always going to come out a little bit higher. The wind's at your back, and it's kind of at his back now the way it's been blowing today.
Yeah. Well, Tegan Good, who has seen a lot of field time today, is coming back out. Doing a little turf check for the wind. I like it.
Because it's changing.
Yeah, exactly. Well, and back to return this, Nick Fonte and I believe Michael Downs. This one's heading towards Downs to the top of your screen. Downs going to get this one in the air. Looks like he's keeping this one close to the sideline this time.
No, but that you're pinned down. You could see he wanted to break it all the way across. It's like, don't try to break that. Go get your 10, 12 yards, line up, and play football.
Yeah.
See if the offense can get something going here in the second half. They've been close, been just off, here and there. But that's kind of being like the story of today. They've just missed a little bit. We're looking for that explosive play. We're that one block away from breaking it run. And it's just the Beefeaters keep grinding. We got 4-by-1 now here for the Beefs.
Yeah, getting a little wide here. A couple of new names out. Actually, don't check that. Connor Hall. We got. Fonte saw something. He still has it. It's downfield. It's tipped, but we get it. We're gonna still pull this one in. Brandon Visavath. House call. No flags. Touchdown, Beefeaters.
The safety. I was watching it. They're in a straight zone play. If you can get this from the very beginning here, they're in a straight zone. Everybody's eyes are up. DJ escapes the pressure. He's got a guy. Look at the guy coming across.
Wow.
Makes the tip on it, just can't quite get there. And then it's just off to the races.
Well, we know that one's making the highlight reel later on, Ron. So
Yeah.
That's fantastic. Yeah. I mean, we've seen that all season long, too. That Fonte to Visavath connection has been dangerous and really.
Like this is like the third game in a row. Seth Reimer's not playing in here, and he was the leading receiver, all Canadian last year.
He's in concussion protocol, as far as I believe. We chatted with him quickly before the game. Cameraman Camden, who's up getting us all these great shots today, buddy of his, was having a quick chat. So PAT's good. So that's going to bring us to 17-7, Mr. Ferwerda.
Well, you needed that.
Yeah.
You needed that 100% there.
Yeah, a little bit of padding. Let's get another one. But we'll get.
And I like kind of like, you know what? We're going to go for it right now. Going for a kill shot right away.
Yeah.
After, a good stand by the defense, all set up by the block punt, change of field position, pinned them back deep. Quinte did a good job of getting the ball to almost midfield. And then, again, just a punt return. And then your shot, 60 yards, touchdown for the Beefeaters. Really, London needs to. The third quarter this year has especially later in the third quarter, it's kind of being what the Beefeaters really do well.
Mm-hmm.
And back into that St. Clair game, it was a couple like, hey, bang, 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 and then all of a sudden, wait a second, London's back in this game.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing here again. They took the shot. If momentum, like the Beefeaters do, takes it like we know they can, they're going to get a quick stop. They're going to get the ball back. And if they score again, now you get rolling. This ball's live.
Little maybe almost topped it there. And short kick. And
yeah, but I think that's by design. You're trying to get guys handling the ball that's not used to handling the ball. And again, just no return.
Yeah.
None.
Great kick from Rivard. But, just kind of scooped down real quick. So.
And again, it could have been the way it came off. It could have been the wind blowing. It almost looked like the way it was going that the ball almost came off the tee as he was kicking it.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, here we go. So we got Graham Vendetti back in. So Vendetti must be feeling a bit better. 3 guys in motion. Let's give it to Vendetti.
21.
Is it 21 now?
That's 21 in the backfield.
Okay, so that's going to be Boyer. Okay,
Yeah.
check that. Which before the game.
I'm going, Vendetti's only been out 2 plays.
Oh, fair, right? So Boyer coming into this game was listed. Again, the stats seemed like they were missing some information, but at least what was on the CJFL website was he was coming into this game 49 yards with the highest amount of rushing yards, but plenty of names on that list as well, too.
Yeah, seeing some of the highlights on there, there was other guys carrying the ball and, game.
Well, 4x1. Where's 19? Where's 19? Where's
He's on the
27?
far side of
With
the
the
right.
one-on-one right here that I'm assuming we're
Taking
trying
a
to pick
shot,
up, which we're
taking a shot.
absolutely looking for. Amos,
Good coverage.
I don't know.
Oh, come on.
I
That's terrible.
I don't agree with that
This
at
is
all.
a terrible call.
Is it going to be
No.
on Amos or is it on the receiver?
100% this is on Amos.
Amos is turned around. I don't know if we see it here. He's turned around. Well, I guess
No.
a little late. Got to get an arm up, making it look like you're playing the ball.
Get your head around. He's got, you can see it's a step and go.
The passer against top block against the Skyhawks. Passer returns against the
Offsetting.
That should all offset. We'll do it again.
Okay, wow.
Everybody loves it.
All right.
So, chop block, you can't engage low in football anymore.
Well, unless it's your first move.
Yes.
Right? It's if it's directly like across from the O lineman to D lineman. But yeah, if you're the fullback and you come running down and give her the old chop, then yeah, we don't. But why wouldn't that just? Okay, sorry. I was like, I thought they were. I thought they're going. They're going in their huddle. I'm like, why are we moving? I thought it was offsetting.
So they're talking to the lineman. I'm just again, we can get that replay one more time here.
Where's the chop?
Right
oh,
there.
it is. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's too late.
So he's coming from the linebacker position. You can't cut that. So they're trying to get the.
Yeah. Well, and the other thing, too, is he pass set and then chop. The chop has to be the first move.
Yeah.
But regardless, it's, yeah.
Chop block and
So it should be first down. Or was it? You had the run? No, that was the last drive. Be in a minute.
Yeah, it's calling second. All right, here we go.
Thought that was a first down. Regardless,
I'm going to yield to the white hat on this one.
second down and 11 here for the Skyhawks.
Yeah.
2:51 left to go in the third quarter, Adam.
Which could have been a first down, and the ball moved up if we didn't have that chop block to offset it. So here we go. Same backfield. 4-by-1. Bunch of men in motion. Graham has got a man across. Ooh. Oh, that was late.
Yeah.
And there's another one.
No, well,
There's 3. We got 3 flags flying. Maybe we'll get,
this is objectionable conduct against the Beefeaters late hit. He's down. He's clearly down, and he's hit.
fly. Well, it could be the push.
No.
Push
No.
too, right?
No. The flags came, like the contact and the flags came right away. So this is a 15-yard penalty against the Beefeaters. Quinte's going to have the ball about the 50-yard line by the time this is all said and done. They're going to have a first down.
Yeah, and the training staff, very busy today, especially in the second half.
Yeah.
So, yeah, there's the unnecessary. Well, and we've got the good on the Beefs coaching staff for telling the players to calm down because we got a few guys getting a little yappy on the field, Ron. But this is going to be a 15-yard. They're going to move the sticks. We'll get an automatic first, and let's just keep playing.
Yep. So to call
Calling that on Wes Schneider.
Yeah. So ball's at the 48-yard line after all that.
Melnichuk under his own power. Heading to the trainer's table. He'll be off for 3, and I'm sure we'll see him again.
The wind's starting to pick up again, Adam.
It is. Well, and kind of at the back of Graham right now, so it will be interesting to see what comes of this. Well,
new guys out here.
yeah, 3-by-1. 2 men in motion. Give this to the running back.
Oh, my. 59 here for the Beefeaters.
Yeah, just comes in and just cleans it up. Matt Henches.
Yeah.
Play lost 2, second and long.
Getting a little bit heated out there now.
Yeah, it's
boys will be boys.
Yeah, I think it's starting to, and we talked about this. You kind of laid it on the line, sort of, if Quinte were to win this, if the Beefs win, it pretty much locks up second place. And,
well, no, it locks up a playoff spot.
A playoff spot, yeah.
For the Beefeaters, I think it's going to all come down to that Ottawa game. If they can go up to Ottawa and win, they're going to most likely have the same record as Hamilton, who has a bye next week and then plays GTA.
Yeah.
So it basically, you got to win this game before you take care of business.
Yeah. Well, and a couple guys staying in to block. We're going to take that deep shot down the field.
Drops incomplete.
Yeah, incomplete. So
I thought he had it, Adam.
39, I think, is who we were looking at there.
36, is it?
39. It could be either Xavier Grant. There's no 36 on their roster.
I didn't get the number.
Yeah, it could be.
Maybe it's 38.
Yeah, 39. I see him coming off right now.
There
Yeah,
it is. Yep.
So, I mean, nice route, but just good. Jojo and Schneider come in and just kind of just lock that up.
Good coverage.
Good job.
But again, the plan for these guys is to go after the corners.
Yeah. Well, we got Tegan Lockwood on the field right now, or Isaiah Lockwood. Check that. No, check that. Tegan Good is this kid's name, the punter.
We'll get there.
They were missing a player, but I think, with the amount of pressure coming from the Beefs, I'm going to want to make sure I got all 12 on the field too.
Yep. And they're coming again.
Here it comes. Ooh, just gets that one away. That's heading towards Michael Downs. That's going to bounce off the deck, and we're just going to fall on it.
Well, I think it might have touched JoJo in there. It's hard to say.
First down, Beefeaters.
Yeah, I think it did right there, and he just dove on it.
Smart play.
So the Beefeaters have the ball about the 20-yard line, Adam.
Yeah, and we're just checking to see if we see any new numbers in. Looks like the same sort of Same set from before.
1:04 left to go, third quarter. 17-7. London does lead. Fonte's in the backfield.
Little pair of Fonties as we give this one to Nick Fonte, who gets
You
scooped
know,
up.
This guy's had himself a game.
Brought down immediately.
That's number 38, I think it is. Linebacker.
That was Nathan Clark with the tackle.
Well, is either Tariq Downey, or did you say 36 or 38? Or Nathan Clark? Yeah, I think PA announcer Mr. Woody said the same thing.
Yeah.
So regardless, good job, nice tackle.
He's had himself a great game. He's all over the ball.
Yeah.
Again, the Quinte linebackers are not big, but they're very fast. They're very mobile.
Speaking of big mobile, we got Connor Hall at receiver 3 right now to the bottom of your screen, and we're going to connect with our man, but it's going to go incomplete. We were looking for Michael Downs on the crosser.
Again, just that mush route that they're trying to do. Now, do the Beefeaters, with this being the last play of the third quarter, do they give up the deuce to flip the field?
Well, we're 3rd and 11 right now. Rivard's been punting pretty good, but if you give up 2, that still makes it's an 8-point game.
The wind's kind of coming
towards us right now.
Yeah, from like, I think they're going to punt it and play defense here.
Yep. Well, Rivard's in.
Oh, yeah. Well, the punt team was coming in.
Yeah. Sorry.
It's just whether they're going to give the deuce here.
And then Jaheim Ferguson checking in a little late to the shield. How about direct snap?
I wouldn't be
direct snap to Jaheim
too
Ferguson.
Too far. So I wouldn't be surprised if they're doing exactly this.
Yeah.
So again, 35-yard line. That's the last play of the third quarter. 17-9 now. Beefeaters lead. So why you do that is because now the ball is placed at the 35-yard line. If the Beefeaters were to punt that, even a good punt, you're going to get it at midfield. Average return, say like 7 to 10 yards. They're going to be almost in field goal range at the 45. So again, it's just, and then the way that this offense has moved the ball kind of up and down the field, you're a couple first downs away from really being in range.
Correct.
So that is why, up 10, you're still up a full score plus a 2-point conversion. I know it makes it a 1-score game as opposed to 2.
Correct, yeah.
But, guys, 40 yards of real estate, which is basically what you would be looking at, is massive.
Well, Mr. Graham going to give this one to 27 on the little – I thought it was going to Vendetti. Nope. Flipped it over Vendetti, or 27.
So this is almost – this is the – when you run the jet, there's the other element of the jet, which is a rocket. Okay. So the jet is the flat motion. The rocket is when you're orbiting around.
Gotcha.
So this is you've got a little bit front side motion coming, and it's just a back little flip. So it's a small little rocket toss. Does a good job of getting 8 yards on that. 7 yards. We call it 2nd and 3.
Yeah, I am, having a couple of quality carries today, too. I mean, obviously, Vendetti getting the...
Good speed on the guy, too. He's got a good lower body. He's good and thick. So, quick kid.
Well, and we've got a conference going on at the moment. The Zebra's in the middle, but I don't remember seeing a flag on that last play.
I don't remember seeing a flag.
Oh,
either.
Somebody's hurt on the top side. Okay, there's a mash of Beefeaters in front of us. We couldn't even see that. So.
Yep.
Okay, so Ianum, the ball carrier, being attended to now. Here we go. 3 men in motion for the Skyhawks as Graham rolls out to his right.
He's got enough for the first down. Would have had more, but he just lost his balance there.
Yeah, little citywide turf monster came up and saved that play.
Yep, there is still a crown on this field, but I remember when this was a grass field back in the day. From the middle of the field to where we are here, it was a 6-foot drop.
Yeah.
You could have run an out pattern or something to deliver the ball, and then all of a sudden now it's like 4 yards over your head. It's like, how did that happen?
I really enjoy watching Wes Schneider play because he's a linebacker playing safety. And he's got the middle
Yeah.
linebacker body, but he's as fast as a safety. It's really fun to watch. He covered, like, that last play. He came flying across the field as we try for the middle. Fadia could have dove for it, but it's hey, let's just let it hit the deck and make him do it again. 2nd and 10.
You know, pressure was coming. Good coverage that time on the outside by the Beefeaters. Corners did a good job and then just couldn't quite get there. 37 for the Beefeaters. 13-38, 17-9, Adam. Again, it's just, this is what Quinte does. They just hang around.
Yeah, well, and I mean, I think they have found an answer for a few different things. I mean, as the Beefs have as well, too. But
I think it's going to 39 here.
Yeah.
Watch that double look.
Deep shot down the field. Schneider's got him looked after.
Or maybe not.
That was Van Dyke, I believe, number 3.
Yeah, it was.
Downfield. So, well, here comes the punt crew. And we'll see if, what have we seen all day? Fonte and Downs, sorry, to
see if
return
those two
it.
go back.
That's exactly who we're getting.
Yep.
And maybe it'd be great to break one here, get a little momentum back in the little pep in the step of the London Beefeaters here.
Call it for what it is. The offense has struggled today.
Yeah. Well, Tegan good.
Low snap.
Pressure coming from Fadia. I thought Fadia was going to get it there. It's heading towards Downs. And it bounces out of bounds. Down at about the 10, 11-yard line.
Penalty flag down.
So do we get something in the middle here? No, it's off camera.
So I don't know if it's a block or what it is, but there's a penalty flag down. About the 42-yard line, Adam.
All right, well, let's find Captain White Hat here and see what's going on.
Regardless, the Beefeaters are going to have the ball right now at the 15. See if it goes back from there. Or if it's against Quinte.
Pushing the back.
So
Beefeaters.
holding against Quinte.
So we're going to gain a couple.
The hold call against the.
So is it if it's during the return, you can add it to the end of the run. So if that's the case, you can move it up to 10 yards at that point. Or if you just want to maintain possession, you got the ball there. If it's like today's, all of a sudden now, the wind is silent.
Oh.
It's actually against the Beefeaters.
Okay, so it is against the Beefeaters, half the distance.
So
The Beefeaters are going to have the ball approximately the 5 or 6 yard line.
Good times. Well, let's bring up Nick Fonte. No, Delwo is back in the mix.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this kid's going to break one.
Yep.
He's
well,
been so close all day.
man, couple guys coming in motion here. Delwo up the middle. And it's swallowed up pretty quickly.
Or he's going to get thrown down for a loss.
Yeah.
Tackle for loss.
The 42 comes in for the
they
Skyhawks.
just
Ben Herder.
crashed both the linebackers down. They sent 8 guys in, and Beefeaters only had 6 blockers, and someone was there just untouched.
Yeah. Well, to tighten up that tighten up the O-line play here, boys, and expect do we expect Fonte to go to the air here?
3 by
As he
2.
sends
I
a
would
couple guys
say
in
so.
motion, has a look, no, gives it to Delwo up the middle again, who keeps trucking, but only makes it to just before the 5-yard line.
Yeah,
which
again,
is-
it's just that half a step from breaking it, Adam.
Well, is this an automatic taking the deuce again here?
Yeah.
Or?
100%. Now you're playing with fire, though, because now your 8 has now become 6. And this is how teams like this, who just play a scrappy game, don't do anything special, but just play good football. That's how they win them.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and I mean, you got the wind at your back right now. Like, you punt it and trust in your defense.
Look, look, let's call it what it is. The Beefeaters need to win this. If they want to host the playoff game here, they have to win this game before you think about St. Clair and before you think about Ottawa.
Yeah, here we go. Just wasting a bunch of time, taking a knee.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 17-11 now after the second safety given up.
Conceded safety by the Beefeaters.
Again, you're going to St. Clair next week, and I'm not saying that London's going to go down and lose, but St. Clair hasn't lost there in like 3 or 4 years.
Correct.
It's a tough ask. Hypothetically, you lose that game. Hamilton is going into Ottawa. If Hamilton goes into Ottawa tonight and wins, then they have GTA. That's like I keep stressing the importance of that.
Yeah.
Hamilton has been a house of horrors for this Beefeater team. Even like last year when you had a really good Beefeater team and a not so great Hamilton team, it was close for 3/4 of the game.
Absolutely. And Hamilton this year looking far superior to years past.
They're very good this year.
Graham's going to pull this one. Almost gets tackled in the backfield. Just goes for first run.
Yeah.
A flag flies in the backfield.
No, it's a hold. It's 27 had him on the corner there. It was 100%. He wrapped him up.
Yeah. Ethan Barnes comes flying in and just takes the wrong leverage, right?
Yeah.
If we work that left side hip,
See
we're
right there, as we just saw that.
Yeah. Well, we got the I didn't do it hands from him right afterwards too. Yeah.
No, 100%. 100%. The second that flag came out, I was like, that's on you, son. So going back 10 yards and 1st and 20, and now all of a sudden, Beefeaters dial up some pressure, and does Quinte turn around and give up the deuce when they're punting?
Yeah. Well, I mean that levels things off a little bit and adds that little cushion back in for the Beefs, but we'll see.
Just moved it to the other side of the field. I'm like, why are we doing what are we doing here?
They're getting that cross face wind that we're getting right now, knowing full well that punt's going to catch it. So, ball's in the air, just almost gets it in his hands. Intended receiver there, I might have been Van Dyke again. Yeah.
Yeah.
And just hits the deck.
Second and long.
So you had a sail concept coming over here, really good coverage. But I like it's just that skinny little. It's one move to the boundary, and that's all they've been doing. But they're doing it well.
Yep. Well, we've still got the new running back in for Van.
Yeah, I haven't seen him.
Boyer, as Graham has a look to the quick little screen pass.
Screen pass falls incomplete.
Yeah.
We're going to credit Hepburn with the coverage there.
Yeah, and we're still at second 20.
They had a couple blockers out front of them there, too.
Oh, yeah. No, it was set up nicely. Like, the patience was good. We just need to pull that one in, fella.
Well, pressure is coming straight ahead.
Yeah.
By the Beefeaters,
All right.
and he didn't have time to set it.
Well, and I think you just asked this question 2 plays ago. Like, do we see Quinte?
No, I think they're going to punt it. Again, this ball's at the 22-yard line right now. You're going to kick it at your 12. It's not like you're standing in your end zone here. I think he kicks it.
Correct. Well, Good is back to punt this one away.
He's had a great day punting the ball, too.
Here we go. Yep. We're going to kick this one. Decent. Gets across half. Little bounce. Heads towards downs and comes out at about the 42-yard line.
You see what happened in that with that couple balls going over their heads earlier in the game. Okay, they're afraid of the ball going over their head. They should be up 10 more yards.
Mm-hmm.
But it's an adjustment. Again, every time the ball hits the ground, it's going to cost you 15 yards.
Yeah.
You catch that ball where it goes there, you get even a 10-yard return, which is an average return. You see my point by catch the ball in the air. 17-11, Beefeaters lead.
Yeah, 10:21 on the clock right now, so it's still plenty of time.
Oh yeah.
And the Beefs, a couple of decent series in the second half, but we got to get cooking here. Well,
this has been what they are all year. They just can't. They're like a half a step short all year.
3-by-2. We're going to hand this one off to Nick Fonte. Fonte picks up about a pair of yards.
Rumbles forward.
Yep. 2nd and 8.
Quinte's actually done a really good job in the second half of really shutting that inside run down for the Beefeaters.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, again, smaller bench, but still there's some gas in the tank on some of these defenders for sure.
These guys fight hard.
There we go. Same look, 3-by-2. Fonte pulls this one, rolls out to his right side, having a look downfield. Nope, he's just going to keep this one. Gets through the first man who pulls him down eventually. And picks up a 5 here, Ron?
Yeah, 5 yards. You're going to have a third down and about 3 here, Adam.
Yeah.
So you're on your side of the field. I think you punt this ball. I think you have to. You got to play field position.
I think you direct snap it to Jaheim Ferguson.
You're waiting for that, aren't you?
Yeah.
How long you know Coach Snyder? You ever see him pull a direct snap fake punt?
That's fair. Well, we did it with, that was the
we
U18.
did not.
Yeah, that was the U18 team. I'm sorry. I like it, though.
I mean, it's not a bad idea, but Jaheim Ferguson's not Andre Thompson.
This is true. Still a baller, though.
Oh, yeah.
Here we go, Rivard. With the wind kind of across his face. Nice.
Great punt.
It's going back to 2-7
And
on
the ball's
Adam.
on the ground!
On it.
And the Beefeaters got it.
Beefeaters recover.
There's your break.
And 95, Alejandro Rivera.
There you go. The Laurier grad, former junior Mustang, playing special teams. Look, heads up football.
Beautiful. Okay, there's the shot in the arm we needed,
Yeah.
Mr. Forwerda.
Now it's just like the crowd was dead. Like just no energy in the body. It's like this is I'm watching the Ottawa game all over again.
It's the alumni senior night, man. Let's get cracking.
Yeah. Guys, we got to finish this.
There was moments in that Ottawa game that felt like we're at the opera. It was quiet.
Yeah.
So we got to get them amped. Let's have a serious chat with the PA guy. Here we go.
DJ Addis, shout out.
Double tight?
Yeah, see, this is what they're doing now is rather than they're crashing down right away, the second a puller leaves, they're crashing it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and 50 on the backside pull, Sam Nemeth, who's in the lineup today for the first time in a while.
Yeah.
And we get... Well, and something came cracking from one of the coaches on the far side that I don't think people agreed with, but here we go. So, as the music guy flips to the happiest song of the hour. Let's give this one back. No, DJ Fonte's going to hustle this from the outside.
He's in.
Hustling in. Touchdown.
You look
Beefeaters.
Man, when he pulls the Jets. This is the DN got caught inside.
Yep.
And you had this is a design boot right from the very beginning, and you had a penalty flag late.
Was it because he took his helmet off?
Yeah, I think so. So this is going to come on the kick.
And we got number 2,
which is why he got trapped inside. It was a great block. So unsportsmanlike against the Beefeaters. I believe it's going to be against number 2. He took his helmet off right away, was walking off the field with it. So
yeah,
that was big. The Beefeaters for the Beef, that is absolutely huge.
Yeah. Well, and it's you look at the stats heading into this game. I think DJ Fonte's got 2 passing touchdowns. He's got 4 personal rushing touchdowns.
Yeah.
So, and that Sioux game, a big. We've seen it in a lot of games this year.
You got to go for 2 here. Which is now you got the offense going out. You're up 12. You're up 12 right now. You go for the 2.
Right, which puts
it up at 14 then.
25-11, yeah. Your math would be sound, sir. And we are whistling this down because they still get choice on the hash.
Well, you get choice of. Yes, you get choice of the hash.
Oh, if you're going for 2.
Yeah.
Right? If it's obviously PAT, you get it on the dot.
Yeah.
Well, Fonte's in the backfield.
2x2 otherwise.
Yeah, 2x2.
Fullback is offset to the field.
Yeah, that's
motion.
We go. DJ going to hold it. No, he drops it. They're going to jump on that. We're going to get
you know
nothing.
what? 42's played himself a great game. He didn't bite. He didn't jump at the at DJ's action in the backfield. And again, linebacker who's just a lot of these guys they're not a big team by any means of the imagination. But they're scrappy. So the Beefeaters are going to kick this ball normally at the 45. It's going to go back to about the 30 now with the objectionable conduct penalty.
Well, luckily they've got this beautiful cross back face wind to deal with on it, Ron.
Yep.
Yeah. Well, in a 23-11 affair here, sir, 7:46. Hopefully we can bury this one deep. Specials have played well today.
Yes. Specials have played very, very well. And again, with the wind the way it's going, look for some type of short kick.
Mm-hmm. We've got a delay because Quinte's down a man.
Get somebody out there, Coach. Come on.
Yeah. Just send somebody to the front line. It's the front five. Yeah.
Yep.
Had they gone for the onside right here to this open spot, that'd have been pretty fantastic. But instead, we're going to bury this one deep to the
Good
top
kick.
side of your screen. I think that's Van Dyke on the
so.
return, who gets a healthy return.
37.
Clay Richards coming into this game, 31 solo tackles, 42 all around. Yeah, that's a bad man. Senior this evening as well too, right? I think.
Yeah.
Is he Wisconsin?
Yes.
Yes.
Both
Yeah.
the linebackers.
Yeah. And then one of them's from Arizona.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the receiver. Downs.
Yes. Whose family was here for a variety of the games too early on in the season too.
Yeah.
Which is, that's a heck of a long flight slash drive slash everything to come in.
You're not making that drive, dude. That's
Yeah,
a
2
long...
days. 2 days of straight driving, 3 men in motion as Graham has a look across the middle.
Pressure
Nope, he's
coming.
getting swallowed up. They're going to whistle it down to save his life.
Okay, coverage sack there
Yeah.
because the Beefeaters had it all blanketed down that time.
Well, that might be one of the first few times we've seen Graham actually making a few reads here, Coach. Like that didn't look like a design just hit 19. And, not enough time. So, 2nd and 14. Well, one of the things I know was a topic we chatted about here, too, is that I really like the new Quinte logo. I know with the connection to the college and everything, right? Like it's they've changed it up a little bit, but yeah.
But the color scheme as well.
Oh, yeah.
Very Carolina Panthers.
Graham floating out to his right side, and again, 2 in a row. Easy, let him go, boys.
There you go. So this is, that design rollout. The Beefeaters have seen it enough times now,
Yeah.
You just got that Rivera. So it's Rivera again.
Yeah, Rivera and Hepburn just
Yep.
getting involved here. So 3rd and long.
Again, first-year Beefeater. 3 years from now or 4 years from now, when, if we're still doing this, calling Rivera on senior day.
Yeah.
We'll talk about, games like, again, just not a guy that's going to overwhelm you with talent or anything else like that. Not saying that he's not talented, but he just does everything right. And he's got a nose for the football.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, he's one of those guys, too, the same with Temperman. Won a U18 OSFL championship. And then a week later, him and JoJo are here. Like, I'm here, for practice the one night, and I see 2 guys that I just saw wearing purple a week before. But it's, and actually, who we did the South Medway game Thursday morning.
Yep.
Or
You
Friday morning. Yeah, sorry. I was there, and I was so.
I have a job.
Yeah, right. I think I do as well. But Luke and Jurgens. Was there with his dad, and I was like, "Get over here, man!" So we threw a headset on him, and he came on for this. Like, he's here as well too, and we had a really good chat about his experience at the Beefs, and the fact that there's guys going right into work, there's guys going to college, guys going to trade school, and this is how you keep playing ball, and it's really good ball, and he's so we had a really good chat about that, and because we're at a high school game, and there's a great path for anybody staying in London, or if you're in an area, you're going away or you're moving away for work, and there's a CJFL team. It makes total sense to get involved. But yeah, we had Luke and Jurgens on that call for a quarter, and then
what did I miss?
something objectional. on the punt.
I'm sorry for cutting you off there, but I
Yeah.
was like, what did I miss here? Okay, so
Yeah.
I thought they said first down.
We're just here talking, saying nice things about the club, right?
Yeah.
And that we did miss it. But it was a punt that went out of bounds, but then I think I heard Woody say objectional foul. So
Well, it couldn't be because of objectional. It would have been an automatic first.
fair. So we missed something. Look at us talking like a bunch of girls. As that ball bounces and goes right by Nick Fonte.
Catch the ball in the air. Catch the ball in the air.
Ladies and gentlemen, your coach Ronism for the fourth quarter. Catch the ball in the air. And we'll do the coach Matt Snyder. I'm going to call the whole fourth quarter as a golf announcer. You know.
Him and I, when we did that,
Yeah.
you can just hear you in the headset just giggling.
Oh, I'm on the roof losing my mind, laughing so hard. Like, the best part about being at the Western is I'm on the roof of the press box in the elements. You guys are inside in the semi-air conditioning.
Yeah, it wasn't air conditioned.
No,
dude.
and people are just, in the stands listening to me howling at. There's nobody up there with me.
No.
But
And it was like, what are they saying? It's
that's how
it's
Coach.
not what.
Yeah.
It was how.
It's how Coach Snyder gets us to do this, is that we bribe him to do summertime games. So here we go. Fonte brothers in the backfield. And we are at about the 10-yard line here as we give this back to Nick Fonte. And he takes this one out to the right side, cuts through the line, gets a couple of yards, and let's bring up a second down.
Okay, but again, that was that outside zone power lead that they're doing. It's basically just like a power sweep. Got 5 yards on it, and again, you gotta get out of your own end zone, but you gotta get the first down here.
Yeah,
We haven't seen them go back to that fullback under yet.
that's very true. One, you got Ferguson right there, offset, and Fonte carrying it again. Nice tackle from Quinte, but he's going to pick up a couple more yards here.
Oh yeah, he's really close. If not, so it's 3rd and 1.
What do you do? Do you send it?
No, you go. You punt it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because you're third.
4:34 left. I mean, you're inside your 30-yard line, Adam.
Yeah. There's an option. Do you just let them score if you're down here?
I'll give you the other option. You give up the deuce. Still a 2-score game.
Yep.
Flip the field.
Yep. Make them earn it.
Yep. Flip the field.
Yeah.
That's the call here.
Well, here we go.
Because you're standing at your 5-yard line. It's that's 100%. That's what my call is.
If you're flipping the Coach Ron coin, ooh, easy 18, almost goes off. Yeah, here we go. Burn a little extra clock. Braden Bavard going for a little scamper.
Everyone gives kickers. They're not football players. Let's go about this one for a second here. So I'm listening to ESPN radio on Friday.
Yeah.
10 o'clock show, Clinton and Friends.
Okay.
Okay. And they had a guy on there. He said, we should abolish the kicker completely. You only get 3 kicks and a half. They were talking about the Dallas 64-yard field goal made by Brandon Aubrey.
Right.
So they're talking about this, and I'm listening to it going, and I'm losing my mind. Going, like, how can you get rid of the kicking game? It's such an integral part. But again, I forget. This is America.
Yeah.
We play in the Canadian game.
Well, when they just get to wave it all off. I mean, it introduced the 5-yard halo in the States, and it changes the game dramatically. As we see a quick pass back to 19. It gets stuffed by Richards. Again, Lockwood, the primary target all day.
Yeah.
Nice little connection with him.
Watch the second hit he takes here. Right there.
Yeah.
Man. And Quinte's going to go hurry up. They're going to go with this pretty much all day now.
Yeah, 3-by-1 with that offset fullback to the right side of your screen, top side of your screen. Graham having a look field side. Nope, it's not there. Gets swallowed
they got
up.
to him. Guess who? Guess who?
I think it's the difference again, Ron. Like, the second he's got to make more than one read, he's getting sacked in the backfield. That's what we saw in the last series as well.
See, this is, okay, what they did, they got a clean runner.
Yeah.
They got that second man came over.
Is it 27? Is that Annam coming across?
Yeah. You see the switch.
Yeah.
Nobody switches with them.
Ooh.
But again, the pressure got there. They've moved up. they're not giving them the 7 to 10 yards free release. So that they're now accounting for everybody.
Yeah, well, look how wide out we are, too, eh?
Yeah.
Oh. Here we go.
Everyone's accounted for.
Graham,
There's the under. And, you don't have enough time.
Done. Coming in and cleaning it up. Clay,
and now
Richard.
you got to go for it again.
Yeah, at 3rd and St. Thomas right now.
Well, looks like the punt team's coming out. Man, these guys are playing. They're playing not to win. It seems like it does.
Yeah.
Because what you're down 2 scores, 2:55 left. Other than this one, you're going to get the ball back maybe once.
Yeah, 2:55.
You got to get points now.
Yeah.
I
Well, and, the classic Coach Matt Snyderism is, you're collecting points, but you get to the point where you need to force some points.
Yeah.
And instead, we've got Tegan Good out to punt this one again. Ooh, and Schneider
They
just
almost got
about
to him
it
again.
Yeah, almost, and it's consistently popping right out of bounds, right at that spot too. So
Yep.
we'll head to the other end, and the Beefs are going to go on a drive here with 2:44 left in this 4th quarter in a 23-13 affair. Live from Citywide, you got Adam Melrose and Coach Ron Frawarda on the color commentary. It's always a pleasure to bring you Beefs TV with our fun little London football TV crew here, Ron. And if you are watching this broadcast, we've got a whole bunch of free content coming up, too, on YouTube. If you're into London high school ball, our plan to catch the prediction show on Tuesday night next week here at the Beefeaters practice. And we'll have, obviously, we're trying to do at least one basic stream or some form of a stream per week for the high school.
London Miners here, right?
They are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, on Tuesdays.
Yes.
Yes. I'll figure it out.
Okay.
So, do it Delwo back again?
It is.
Yes. Delwo hammered
Fonte
up the
keeps
middle.
it.
Oh, Fonte keeps it. I got bodies in the way.
I don't want my quarterback taking those hits right now.
Yeah,
at this game.
I like my quarterback getting 9 yards on a carry though.
The Beefeaters coming off that bye, which they had last week.
Mm-hmm.
Again, 2nd down and 1 here for the Beefeaters. I don't want DJ taking those kind of hits at this point.
Yeah.
You got to go on a run. You're going on a run now.
Well, here we go. Delwo in the backfield again with Fonte. Couple guys in motion. Let's give this one to Delwo. Delwo's going up the middle. Nice, big, healthy run. First down, Beefs.
I'm telling you, this guy's going to break one yet.
I like it. He's lanky.
Yep.
Like,
it might not be this year, but it's coming. Like it's that
I like
half a step.
Hey, you see at the end of the play there too. He's getting a little swag in his step too,
Yep.
and and it's he's rolling now, right? And he's having himself a game. Well, quick on your thought about doing the prediction show with we'll have a studio audience on.
Oh, we absolutely will. What are you guys doing here?
Yeah, exactly.
Go away, son.
So a little overload to the bottom side of your screen right now. Single man in motion as we give this one back to Delwo, who's coming down to the bottom of your screen. Nice little hit. Gets out of bounds.
Delivering the wood.
Should be another first down, Beefs. Let's keep rolling, baby.
100% it was. 100% it was. You needed, he got to the 54. Got to they're giving him the 54, which was he needed midfield.
Well, and I thought 28 was about to get a flag pulled on him for the Skyhawks because he and our line judge here were having
words. Well, he thought Delwo was going out of bounds. He was giving himself up.
So
he wasn't.
Look, overload to the top side. Let's give this to Nick Fonte, who cuts it back. Flag flies.
Yeah, that's a holding against the Beefeaters.
Flag down.
And Nick Fonte is down.
Yeah, he kind of weirdly contorted before he went down. Oh, there we go. White hat.
He's trying to get up. Unfortunately, he's going to need some help. We're going to see Delwo come back in.
Well, other running backs listed here, Elijah Prosper, who we haven't seen all game at all.
I don't think he's dressed.
I think it was Ethan Grant in for like one play as a fullback.
I think so. That's about it. So we're gonna. It's a holding call against the Beefeaters. They're talking right now. Do you want to move him back the 10 yards, or do you want the down and a loss of about 3. I want to take the down and loss of 3.
Yeah.
I want to go
rather.
2nd and 13 here.
All right, here we go. Well,
156, 23,
well,
13.
let's talk schedule here again, if we can, because the Beefs after today, 2 road games.
Yeah, 2 road games. They started the season with those 2 home games, and we're still really trying to figure things out here. Next Saturday in St. Clair, that's a different environment. Quinte is taking the penalty, by the way.
Yeah.
And then if the Beefeaters go on that long road trip to Ottawa, if Beefeaters win that game, most likely, barring some type of miracle, the following weekend we're going to have the rematch from week 1, the Hurricanes and the Beefeaters here in the semifinals. The winner, most likely, for the right to go down to St. Clair to play the Saints.
And play what should be an OUA team.
Yeah.
At this point. So what do we have here? We've got first
and 20 here for the Beefeaters. Ball's at the 46-yard line.
Yeah, we're staying in this cool little overload look with Downs, single man out wide. So is this just about, can we pound the rock to this overload side?
Well, it's not only overload. They got a tight end in there, too.
Yep. So here comes Delwo. Makes the first man miss, is brought down eventually by number 92.
Gain of 7.
So that's going to be
gain of 6.
Daniel Cannon. So that should bring up 2nd and 14.
Yeah, 2nd and 14 here for the Beefs. 1:51 left. 10-point lead. Again, you're looking for time. Not even points. Points are always good. You always take points when you can.
Yeah.
But you need the time. Tick, 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 tick.
Yeah. Well, it's wound back in. 148 and counting down at the moment. Live from Citywide Field. Got Beefs TV. And here come the Beefs. You get out of that alternative look here. Go back to 2x2. 2 men in the backfield with DJ Fonte. And we'll give this to, we're going to just turn around and have a look downfield. We connect with our man. I believe that's Connor Hall.
84, Connor Hall.
84 is Connor Hall, correct.
Reception. He's going to be short of the first down.
3rd and 9. But, I think you're over half. Do you just send it, or are we punting this deep to try and pin him?
I'm punting.
Timeout Quinte.
So that's, okay, so Quinte's used their first of 2 timeouts. That's, you got 3rd and 8 here. Again, it's field position. It's not the 1 score the Beefeaters need. It's 2. So by punting the ball, 126, and that's why I said on that previous one, you got to go for it here. This game. When Quinte decided to punt that ball away, they called game.
Correct.
You're running out of time.
Again, watch the socials. All kinds of stuff still going on.
Well, Mr. Braden Rivard, ready to do his thing.
They're coming after him because they only got one back. Rivard standing at the 43-yard line. He's going to kick this about the 48. Good punt.
Back to get it, return it is Ianum, who's going to get pinned deep down at about the 4-yard line.
Yeah, just a great punt.
Cullen makes a great tackle.
Cullen making a great tackle here.
Just tracking it. Picked up at the 6-yard line.
Fantastic job.
Yeah, gets it back to about the 7, and this is why I was talking, not to beat a dead horse, but you got to go for that one on that 3rd and 3 or 4 that you had it.
Yeah.
Before the 3-minute warning. You needed the points then. Go ahead, score. You're not going to get the ball back.
Right, yeah, $1.16.
Unless you got an onside kick attempt. But look, this is how Quinte beat Ottawa.
Right.
So, they kind of saying, well, we're still in this. Been there, done that.
Well, here we go. Graham having a look again, having to make too many reads.
There you go. But, you know, Ottawa doesn't, you know, Ottawa didn't have that.
With the sack at the 2.
48, number 48 with the big sack.
Yeah, Grossi, Matthias Grossi.
Not called his name before.
No, that's I don't even know where he's at on the depth chart, to be fair.
He's playing D tackle right now. Regardless.
Yeah, he's third string at the DN.
Regardless, London's, ideally you crash the linebackers in, try to bring pressure, which is exactly what they're doing. The ball is tipped, almost picked off in the end zone.
Who's
Number
got the
54 gets his hands up.
Who's got the bruised fingers right now? Max Wilson. Well done, sir.
18, so you can see 18 was coming in there as well.
Yeah. So
I don't think it was. Yeah, I think it was 54.
yeah. You know how you
Might have been 93.
he's gonna solve that at the post game celebration at the Fireside Grill. You know,
Yeah.
That's how you deal with bruised fingers is you hold a nice cold beer, Ron. So it's the only way. That's medical. It's medical advice. You know.
Again, 23-13 for the Beefeaters. Quinte's going to give up the deuce here.
They've got some great food. I bet you they also have some cold beer.
Well,
Speaking of icing your hand.
yeah, I think it's Sam Padilla and Michael Downs here if they do in fact punt it. No, I think that's
82.
82 is going to be Josh Isyami.
And
Oh,
81's
80
back too.
And 81. David Charbin starting at wideout today. And
Yeah, they're just giving up the
taking
two.
up the 2. Okay.
Like I said, they called game 3 minutes ago.
Yeah. Well,
50 seconds left. 25-13.
Seconds left in the fourth.
I would imagine we're going to see run over.
yeah. Yeah, I mean really like the Skyhawks if they decide they want to take their time out just to be cheeky. But I think it's just a couple of run plays here. We're out of here, Ron. We're three plays away from heading to the Fireside Grill for the post game celebrations here.
So who does Quinte have next week? If we can get the schedule up there one more time.
That's just the beef schedule.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Let me just kind of go to the OFC schedule here. Because Quinte, when they beat Ottawa a couple weeks back, that was kind of what put the league on notice, so to speak.
Yep. Connor Hall and Ferguson in the backfield with that's Zatilny in taking the snaps now. He's going to hand this one off to Delwo. Delwo keeps his feet moving, gets a couple extra yards, picks up a couple.
He's played a great game tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been very impressed by big number 22.
Okay. Quinte plays GTA next week.
Oh, okay. So they'll win.
That's their third win. So that Hamilton-Ottawa game is kind of for all the marbles.
Yeah.
If Ottawa doesn't win today in Ottawa, that's going to be the end of them. And we saw them, and it's like, man, that is a athletic, fast team.
Until their running back got hurt 3 minutes into the first quarter, right?
The third play of the game is like, and they just have not been able to recover from that moment.
Yeah. Well, the Beefs here just letting the clock roll.
So, yeah, GTA is in Quinte next week, and then Quinte is in the Sioux.
Oh, okay.
So
that should be a pretty good matchup.
That should be a very good matchup.
Yeah.
That potentially is for the last playoff spot. The Sioux's done a really good job. Man, I'm telling you, in a couple years, they're building something up there.
Yeah.
And
well, and how cool is it that they've come into the league this year, have been playing very competitive football, and I'm hearing tell that this might be one of the last years of the GTA Grizzlies. So it's like cool. Well, the Sioux's there now, and at least we've got another team that's can put a good game together.
Okay, but I've heard GTA's this is their last year for 4 years now.
I was baiting you on that one, Ron. Right?
Yeah, and I've heard it from reliable sources as well. Every other year, it's like GTA. It's like, well, I'll give you the rumor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I heard Burlington wants to come back.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Bring back the Burlington Braves. So they're you want a rivalry?
Right.
You think London Windsor is a rivalry? Try the Hamilton Burlington rivalry.
Yeah.
The border city rivalry. Like,
Absolutely.
Man, that is an ugly rivalry.
Well, here we go.
Love to see it.
Victory formation, and we're out of here, Ron. It's 25-13 final for your London Beefeaters live here on Beefs TV. You know what got us here? No score in the first quarter, Ron. Then we see a nice pass to Downs. Vendetti gets one for the Skyhawks, and Rivard hits it for 3 right to finish the half, 10-7. Then we see a connection to Visavath, couple of safeties. Fonte on the keeper, a few more safeties. Gets us to 25-13, Ron. I have to say, personally, impressed as always by Wes Schneider and Clay Richards.
Yeah.
More importantly today on offense, absolutely love me some Delwo at running back. Nothing against Nick. Nick had a great game too. But Delwo was kind of just a nice, cool change of pace guy that we haven't seen all season. Yeah. And really did a good job today.
He really is. He's an explosive runner. He's just, like I said, he runs like a receiver.
Mm-hmm.
He's explosive. I just got to learn to, and again, at this point, it's teaching new habits is very, very difficult. He's just got to run a little bit lower, and I think he's going to be just fine. You know, it's been a great season for us here with the Beefeaters TV crew. You know, we're going to give a shout out to the Cantors, producer Stephanie. Today we've got cameraman Wonder Bread up top.
Yeah.
You know,
Kevin on graphics and score too, keeping everything pretty on the screen. I think it's been a great, regular season here for the Beefs, Ron. Again, if you're watching right now, you can catch us, covering some high school ball here over the next 3 weeks too as well. Yep. And we'll definitely be back for a Beefs playoff game as well.
Assuming it's here.
Exactly, yeah.
It's coming down to the numbers.
Road game, right? Yeah.
We did do Hamilton at one point too.
Yeah, that's
another story.
We have done some roadie broadcasts, but I tell you what, we'll wrap it up for cameraman Camden, cameraman Nathan, graphics guy Kevin, Simon on the production, Stephanie assisting in that role as well. For the coach Ron Forward, I'm Adam Melrose. This has been Beefs TV, and we'll see you in the playoffs.